Streaming live on AGB TV. And without further ado, let's get underway with our first semi-final match. And first up, he has the high run so far for the tournament with a 135 and out. He's a Hall of Famer, a five-time U.S. Open champion. This is his first time in the Final Four of the World 14-1. He's sponsored by Steinway Billiards. Let's put our hands together for Earl the Pearl Strickland! And his opponent hailing out of Scotland. He's sponsored by Kamui, Mucci Q's, Kings of Vapor, Checkio, and Town Tips. This man is hot at the moment, folks. He is currently on a 5-tournament win streak. Okay? He's currently rated #1 in Europe, #1 for their Mosconi Cup team at the moment. Okay? 4-time Turning Stone Classic champion. Put your hands together for Jayson Shaw! For a break. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, here we go, fellas. Your thoughts on this match?
I think both players coming in playing really good. Both play a very similar style, so I think it's going to be a quick match. There's going to be a lot of shot making, and I just think with Jayson, with his current run of form, his confidence may be really high. So I slightly favour Jayson, but I think it's going to be a close match.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good match. They both play fast. I figure this is going to take an hour and a half, maybe.
I hope so.
It's so close. It's a pick 'em. I think it depends on who gets started. And they're both playing well. It also depends on how well Earl keeps it together.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's always a factor.
That's a factor, but at the moment, with the support of the room, and he's been playing so well this week
and last week.
And let's hope that he.
And he's got a 5-time World Championship, and he's a 5-time U.S. Open. He's been well behaved, not to cut you short, and I think we're in for fireworks.
Yeah, I think it's a tough match, but I think Jayson slightly got the mental edge, just because I don't think I know he beats Earl a lot, and I know he's got a really great record against Earl. But Earl's Earl. I mean, he's a genius, so you never know which Earl's going to turn up. But so far, like he said, he's been mentally in a good place.
Absolutely.
And he does love the game. So they're both having a bit of fun here. Both really good characters. Jason's plays the same as what he is off the table as well. He brings his personality onto the table when he's playing. So what you see with Jayson is what you get off the table as well.
Well, we've been getting text messages to the booth here, and there's a lot of predictions. 200 to 175 in favor of Earl is part of the predictions from our viewing audience. You know something? I have no horse in this race. All I want to do is see a real good match. I mean, I'd like to see a 200-ball run.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But what I will say is that I think going into the match, it's 50-50. I just give the slight mental edge to Jayson, just because of their head-to-head.
Yep.
And Jayson, obviously, is very young, and I think he's come of age this last 6 months. I think he's probably in the top 4 players in the world. And just think he's just got that slight mental edge.
When he slowed himself down, and you know, everybody knows that he used to shoot a lot faster, and he told us the reason he slowed down is because he realized he was making mistakes by shooting so fast. And for a player to change their tempo over a couple of months like that is not an easy task in itself.
Yeah, just more matured, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's grown up a lot in the last 12 months. He used to have problems with his temperament up to, I would say, about 12 months ago. And then I think we him having the baby, getting married, all that stuff, and just living in America in general, I think he just really studied his game more, matured, he's calm down. He very rarely drinks, where in the past he would like a drink.
Yeah.
And it was just, I think playing American pool, it sort of teaches you a lot of lessons, because he's very talented, and I think he had a very difficult time accepting losing. But with this game, you're going to have to take it on the chin because you're going to get a lot of bad beats. It's a bit like poker.
Well, here he goes.
So I think he's accepted that, and that's made him stronger mentally also.
Like he's playing that. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
How did he hit it? That's all I want to know. He hit it pretty good.
Yeah, I used to be able to shoot them about 20 years ago. Well, that's a great advantage to have when you shoot so good like that. Because he isn't going to play perfect patterns, and his cue ball's not going to be perfect, but his shot making is probably the best in the world.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
Because when I played him in the last match, I mean, he sort of got in trouble like maybe 7 or 8 times, and I'm thinking, and he just gave me a little bit of hope. I'm thinking, oh, he's in trouble here, and then he just fires a ball in, and then obviously it sort of disheartens you a little bit. Because like most players are probably, you're thinking like you probably come back to the table, or he might even play safe, but he don't like playing safe. But I really enjoy watching him play. I'd probably say the likes of Earl when he's mentally in the right state of mind, and Jayson are probably like my two favourite players to watch.
They're both very similar. They're both fast, so it's exciting. They both are great shot makers. I mean, I think that Earl in his time was a great shot maker.
He still is, really.
And he still is a great shot maker. Yeah.
Yeah, Earl just has to beat Earl, really. A lot of the times he beats himself, and I think he'd admit that himself. But that's when you're a genius. I mean, geniuses have some flaws, and Jayson might come into that category later in his life also.
Yep.
I
might doesn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, he's still a baby in pull terms.
Yeah.
He's got a long career ahead of him. He's very dedicated. He loves the game, and I think he's like the next big thing. I mean, obviously, he's amongst the best players now, but now it's just a matter of time before he starts winning multiple world championships, I think. At all games, he's got strong at all games, even straight pull, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. Even his one-pocket game is getting good.
Yep.
So he actually finished 3rd this year at the Derby City Classic at one pocket, where 12 months ago he was absolutely useless at one pocket. So it's incredible. Like
I know it.
So it's incredible like how much he's improved his all-round game.
I bet on him a year ago when he was at Derby City. Not this last one, but the year before. And I probably shouldn't tell that story.
You were playing for matches, right? You're betting matches.
I was betting matches, and I bet on him the night before he was to play, and he comes to me and says, "Oh, I drew this player. I had a tough match," and I already knew that he had lost the match.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably the most improved player in the world, I think, the last 12 months. Just mentally, more than anything.
Yeah, yeah.
The ability has always been there.
Yeah.
But now he's becoming like a really mature, complete player. He's a lot calmer, and his demeanour around the table is really good. I mean, like before, let's say 2 years ago, I must have played Jayson like 15, 20 times, and he never beat me. But I could see that he didn't believe he could beat me.
Right.
But the last maybe 5 or 6 times I played him is
got the eye of the tiger.
Is beat me, and I can see at the table the difference in demeanour the last couple of years compared to when I used to play him.
Yeah, all it takes is breaking through.
Yeah.
Because once you break through, you know you can do it.
Yep.
And that's a big deal. Nobody's doubted he has the talent, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Earl gave him some credit there. He said he made a great shot on the 9.
Yeah, yeah, that was a great shot.
And that was a nice run, a very compact, nice run there. Nice break shot also. Yeah, to a lot of the fans out there, I've known Jayson since he was 9 years old. He was one of them little kids what just was never off the table at English 8-ball. And then he sort of...
Oh, boy.
You
know, I watched his match against you, and he drew the ball back, and a lot of times he was on the head rail, and now he went forward and scratched, and that's all experience with the balls. Because
Yeah.
I think that was one that he could have drawn like Torsten plays.
Well, yeah, and I don't think he even had to draw it. I think he could have played like a soft, like a
Yeah,
little
he
soft,
could have just
like
drawn
a little
to
punch
yeah,
stunt
just
shot.
middle of the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I also think he could have really forced it and gone all the way to the head rail and halfway back.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the only thing I'd probably say he's not great at yet, is the knowing how to hit the stack with a break shot.
Yeah, that's all experience.
Against me, he did miss a break shot, but he landed on he scratched twice on the break.
Scratched twice. He ended up a couple times on the head rail. He shot one.
Yeah.
You know, he shot one of them in. The other one he didn't.
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you through your mic and Darren's.
Oh.
How about now?
All right. I don't know.
All right, there you go. All right. No, I was just wondering where it was coming from. Go ahead.
All right.
It's all
sorry.
good. No, it's good. Go ahead. Talk the way you were. It's great.
He'll put himself in a bad situation here. He can make the 4 ball, but very missable. He drew back, landed behind the 7. He should make this ball, but they are missable, especially early in the game because he's
then
nervous.
where he ends up is not going to be great either. Because look where he's going to be.
He got lucky.
Got lucky on the 14.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, you're right. He could be tied up.
Be stuck.
I think he can spin it though, Bob. Right?
Up in the corner, you mean?
I'll take it in the corner, or he can spin it in the side. But if
it's hard to tell from here. I mean, that looks awful close.
Yeah, corner. Called the corner.
This table has a little bit tougher pockets, but they roll in on that rail. If he misses it up the rail, it'll go in.
He fired it, never touched the rail, right in the pocket.
But Earl knows it too, so it gives you a little bit of freedom.
Yes, it does. Cushion.
Yeah.
But you also got to hit it with the speed too.
Yep. Yeah, you can't force him. If you miss him forcing him, you're not going to make it.
Right.
Yeah, I've noticed. I think the first match on this table with Mika and Zion, they both was very intimidated by the table, and they played the game like you play straight pull. But with these side pockets here, you've got to change your strategy a little bit.
Right.
And I think the guys after Mika and Zion have changed their strategy, and they don't use the side pockets as much just because of that reason. Right. And they've figured it out really quickly because the level of play has really improved on this table.
This has been great.
Yeah, it was almost like immediately the very next match. It's just like everyone learned. You know, it's like everyone was watching.
Yeah, so I felt a bit sorry for Zion and Mika because them two were the first 2 guys on there. I mean, for Mika it was a good result in the end, but he didn't play well at all. But he just got lucky, really, because Zion couldn't get the table down either. But I felt sorry for Zion because obviously he's been playing really well throughout the tournament. And then to change the table more than halfway through the tournament, I think it's wrong. That's my opinion. I don't agree with changing the table halfway through the tournament.
Well, it's a sponsor of the event, and it was supposed to be the main table. And what had happened was the table traveled around the world for 7 months, then finally got here, and it was not all the parts. So it was originally supposed to be set up from the beginning.
Wow. Oh, Earl.
In all fairness.
Wow.
But really great playing table.
Well, I understand that, Al, but I think it's wrong, pal. I don't agree with it.
I respect it, too.
If the table's not in from the start, it shouldn't be used. That's my opinion. Because in any other sport, it wouldn't happen. So why should it happen in pool? I understand it's a sponsor table and all that, but they could have easily put the Razan patch on the table, the logo. I just think it's a massive change in equipment for the players when they've more than 60-70% into the tournament. But it is what it is. They have adjusted really well, and obviously they've figured the table out pretty good.
Yeah, to have things be consistent makes a lot of sense. I would agree with you there. Oh boy!
So handed that right back over to Earl.
So some early jitters here, and he got lucky. What a roll he got there!
Well, he got a roll so far. Let's see what Earl can do here.
Yeah, he still has the 15 ball, but it's no.
Yeah. You would have liked to have been shooting that 10 ball though, Bob.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Well, you know what? He's got the break ball. Earl likes the break balls like the way that one is. He likes the break balls out fall from the rack.
That's perfect. I think that's a great ball right there. What's the name? Keep it down.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who can hear who? Oh, maybe we were picking you up on the outside mic.
All right, sorry about that.
That's okay, Bob. He had a 15 ball. This is going to be the issue. Does he come right down and bump him apart here, Daz?
No, he's got to play just before the side pocket and try and leave an half ball cut on the 6 ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to break no balls here. So this is all about cue ball speed. It looks pretty good.
Perfect.
Don't get jacked out. Yeah, it's good.
Wow. Talk about precision.
Threading a needle there, huh?
Yeah, it's weird. When Earl needs to get the cue ball exactly where he wants to put it, he can do it. But sometimes it's a bit loose with the cue ball, so it sort of don't make sense. Jason's the same also. But when they really need to come with that precise positional shot, they seem to be able to come with it. But in general play, they can be quite loose with the cue ball. But that's what you do when you're such a great shot maker, I guess.
Right, and they're both best at the rotation games too.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
which is all moving cue ball far.
Al, you got a really good setup here, pal.
I did it for you, buddy.
Well done, Shaq.
Yeah, thank you. I learned a new word this time around. Daz has been calling me Shag for the longest time, and I never knew what it meant. I thought it meant like a wig or something.
It means mate.
It means pal, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's a northern word in the UK.
Looks like 19 to
Slang.
13. Is that what we had?
14 to 13
14 to 13.
in favor of Jayson.
So far we've had a couple of bad mistakes each, so Earl will be delighted to come back to the table after missing that free ball earlier in the rack. So it could be a critical part of the game. Try and get a nice lead. Good break there. Ooh.
I think he has a 4 ball.
I don't think he does, Bob.
14 maybe.
14 maybe, like Al says. That would have been something if he got stuck behind that 6 ball. I mean, there is some goofy rolls in 14 to 1, trust me.
It's about a half-inch difference too.
He does have the 4, Bob.
Yeah, he just had it. But I had a couple of rolls like that against Jayson. Sort of like went into a few balls and like landed in the worst spot possible. But I mean, it's a pull. You just never know. It's a strange game.
Yeah.
All them balls, and you're thinking you're guaranteed to be on one of them.
Yeah. Well, Earl's run of 135. You know, he broke, like I said, like the Torsten Holman sort of say patent break. Yeah. And out of like 4 of them, he was lucky he had 1 ball. You know, it wasn't really as controlled as Torsten, where he comes back to the center of the table after hitting the top rail. Earl was up table more. But he got out.
Yeah, he made a great run against Dennis. I mean, against John, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Earl likes this table. I think he's really happy with the table. I think he likes the idea of playing pull with no side pockets, so he's sort of got his wish a little bit here, because the side pockets are there if we really need them. But Earl really does like to use the corners. I will, because he can sort of let his stroke out more and everything.
Yeah.
I think this table might actually suit Earl more than the other players, but we'll see. But he's definitely very happy to be at the table, because Jayson had a chance there just to punish him a little bit and sort of get a nice lead. But Earl, I think now Earl's really settled down, and he's like us. I think he's capable of getting a big run here, Bob.
Oh yeah.
Well, the break ball, I'm guessing the 6 is not terrible, but he might kiss the orange. Is it? No. I thought he could have kissed the maybe the 11 ball there, Bob. I think.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go into the rack there just to knock out
I
the
actually thought he was
13.
going to play the 13 and go into
You know,
those 2 balls on the left side on the
I think
bottom
he is
there.
going to bump the 11.
She could have separated
Right
them a little
now,
bit.
you know, like, I mean, not the 11, whatever that is.
13.
Is that no the
In the rack?
in the rack? The
13
top
and
one.
9.
The
Unless it's the 11's there, right? He's putting it in.
that's the 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 11.
But what's the one?
13.
13, yeah.
Oh, it's the 9 and the 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's what it is. Yeah, I'd be bumping that 13 over at some point, but
Yeah, I thought he would have done it the previous shot,
yeah,
like I said.
that's what I. That's
The
what I
reason why, because he was guaranteed to be on another ball by doing that.
Right.
So it's always nice to kiss a ball when you know you're guaranteed an insurance ball. And in that situation would have been perfect, because it would have been a really good break ball. But you still got opportunities. Well, I don't think he's landed great here. I think he's looking to see if the 14 goes here.
Yeah, it's pretty steady.
Looks like it just
Might have to spin it. The way he's looking at it,
I think he can make it.
he's going to spin it.
Great shot. That was a lot better shot than where it looked. He made that look easy.
But he's running out of time to bump that ball over it. You know, he might end up having to shoot the 6.
Yeah. Yeah, the 12's not a great break ball, really. And but he's still got a chance. But he might have to just take his. I mean, the 6 is not a terrible break ball, as long as he gets good shape on it.
It's not. It just doesn't have a key ball that goes really easy to it. So, but he can shoot the 12 and come 2 rails if he, you know. Hey, you got to shoot the 6.
Yeah, he played that well, Bob. Steve, how you doing?
What's up, Troy?
What's up? Hello, everyone. Gentlemen, Al
Yeah.
has to run out for a second, so he said, put these on, Troy.
Just moved a different ball over. Took the 6 away and moved the 13 over.
Yeah, he should be fine now, as long as he gets good shape on the free. I think he's left more angle here than what he wanted, so he might play for the side pocket, and that's what he's lining. He didn't want to play for the side pocket, but he's left more angle here, so he sort of forced himself to. It's all about getting the speed right here, which I don't think
up
is
short.
quite up there.
Yeah, this is the problem with the scrambling at the last few balls.
Yeah.
Planning wasn't quite as good as it could be.
Maybe you can get on the 5 and a side now. Shoot the 9.
I really don't like that shot very much.
I don't like shooting the 5 and a side now, that's for sure.
Well,
Could he shoot away the break ball and go 1 rail and into the rack, and then take ball and hand up top?
Yeah, he's made a mess of that,
I think
really.
he's made his bed. He's got to live with it.
He couldn't have landed. He couldn't have played that shot any worse than what he just played.
I think he can shoot that in the side and draw it to the top rail.
He's
The head rail.
someone
back down.
on the side that has gotten his goat early in the game, and
But I'll tell you, it isn't what he wanted.
Well, I mean, this is the last thing he wants to do, but looks like he might have no choice. I think the 5 ball's a lot thinner than what you think there, Bob.
Maybe.
It must be, otherwise he would have played your shot.
play the 5 back in the corner he's at.
Yeah, he's got to play for
This
the
is
side.
not going to be good.
It's not good. That's no good. He put himself in a bad spot there. That was, I mean, even going long was better than coming short there.
Yeah. Darren, now, like I was saying, if he would have put himself over here by the side for this 5 and then that much force to come down,
Yeah.
play it up in that corner, that top left corner maybe, as opposed to playing
the 5
inside.
ball?
Yeah, play the 5 now, like before getting on it bad in the side for a break shot. But play the cue ball back on your.
It was possible, but I mean, that's a terrible position to have a break shot, really. To have to play the ball in the corner, shooting away from the stack is
Okay,
like
right.
crazy, really.
It all started about 7 shots ago anyway, really. That's oftentimes where these things.
But the good thing is still at the table. He can control the table, but obviously he might even try and go into him here. He might try and force this around the angles with a lot of draw.
I don't know that he has that kind of shot.
He's
does
looking
he?
at the stack. He's shooting the 5 in the bottom right. Oh no, I'm telling you,
Wow.
he can do his shots.
He hit it pretty good.
He hit it great, but ultimately he's going to be playing safe.
So here, Bob, what you play this side, or would you just
I like going to. I don't like that one.
That was dangerous.
I think he left the shot on
No,
the side.
no.
No, he throws to the ball, but that was dangerous. Wow.
You know how close he was to leaving a shot on the side.
I mean that.
Um,
If that stack would have been a little bit loose, there's no way you stick to the ball like that.
right.
He seems a little agitated this match compared to the last one.
Yeah.
That's part of what we talked about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, walking in late.
Is what
Wow, look at
how
this.
Earl was going to come. This shot, I can tell you, is almost unmissable.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because this table, you can hit that a foot up the rail and it'll go in.
And Jayson played a very bad shot there.
And he hit it perfect anyway.
Yeah, he hit it good, but he should never have that. He should never have had that opportunity.
No,
And Jayson would be really, really angry with himself there. That was really careless.
yeah, I don't know what didn't he took a foul too.
Yeah, he just tried to put the cue ball on the middle diamond, but he over at the ball.
But if you're going to take a foul, why not just push into the stack?
Yeah.
You know, really. You don't take any chance.
Yeah, that's just a bit of lack of experience there, Bob, I think.
I was going to say, don't teach him too much. You guys will be in trouble.
I'm already in trouble. I don't need to worry about that.
So, well, I mean, he hasn't got punished for his mistake there.
So far, but, you know, night's young.
But yeah, like you say, he does look a bit agitated, and I think this was a crucial part of the game. Wow.
Oh, boy.
This is big. If Jayson can put a good run on against him here, I think this match is over.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I agree.
For some reason, guys, I'm not just saying it because I've seen these two play a lot against each other, and I think Earl, I think he's scared of Jayson.
He definitely respects his game. He talks about it.
Just because Jayson beats him all the time.
Right.
I think he's a little bit intimidated by Jayson. Well, let's see if Jayson can step up and play.
And
But there's a lot of pressure on this game also. They're playing
Yeah.
a semi-final.
Of course.
Earl's not been to a semi-final for a long time in a World Championship, and this is Jason's first ever semi-final in the World Championship. So obviously, even though it's not a sanctioned World Championship, it's still a World Championship, and it's a great title to have. So
Sure.
this is the first time Earl's been in this position for a long time, and this is Jason's first time ever in a semi-final. So there's a lot of stake here, a lot of nerves and pressure.
Yep. Well, he knocked those balls to where he has a nice break shot. I didn't think he wanted the 7 ball. Now he has the 15 ball,
It's beautiful.
and I like that one a whole lot better. And it looks like, I mean, to me, the end of the game is going to be the one up top, the 7, and then the ball on the side. That's the way this should go.
He might play a little bit different. I think he's the type of guy that's going to take the 3, 7, 10, 14. That's okay, but you got to make sure you leave a little angle on that 14 ball, because obviously the
Yeah,
15
right.
ball's a long way away from the rail.
Of course.
Even there, it was important to leave a little angle. I think he's got it, but he would have liked a little bit more angle there.
Right.
But the good thing is that it's virtually impossible to get straight on the 14 now. But don't come too short like that. So there's definitely nerves here, definitely nerves. But he's got to really kill this or come twice across. I think he'll come twice across.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot easier. You get to hit the ball. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Wow. And that's the pressure of playing
Yeah.
in the semi-final of a World
Yeah.
Championship.
But when the pressure builds,
Yeah.
that's when it's easier to shoot those stop shots and,
Big time,
and easy balls. I personally don't like to travel so much
Yeah.
if I don't have to.
He missed that ball because he had to play a tougher shot than what he needed to.
Yep.
So that was all self-inflicted there.
Right.
And this is why I think this table, the patterns really show up on this table.
Right. That's exactly.
On the outside tables, not so much. They play a lot easier. But this table here, the pattern's really going to show up.
The table that you guys played on, though, that 13 is a tough table, right?
Yeah, well, it's not as tough as this one.
Not as tough as this
I
one?
would have rather played Jayson on this table than the outside
okay.
table.
Well, you'd rather play him right now, probably, too.
Yeah. He wasn't missing these balls.
Right. That's usually the way that goes.
Yeah. So, very, very surprised though with the balls I've missed so far.
Yeah. Been a lot of jitters, though, like you said.
So I'm guessing the scores are pretty even right now.
It's been back and forth. Nobody's taken off on anything.
It looks like it might be one of them games. If someone can run 60, 70 balls, it'll probably get the job done. I think if someone gets a 60, 70 ball lead in this match, it looks like it's going to be should be pretty good to go to get over the line. The way the match is going so far.
Yeah, I would say the first person that that really gets loose.
I mean, Earl he probably can't believe he's lucky to be back at the table.
Yeah. Well, both of them are probably figuring they're lucky to not be down by 100 balls right now.
Yeah. I think he just got away with that, Bob.
I don't know. You think he can make that?
Yeah,
He must be able
just
to
spin the
because he's looked
sixer.
at it pretty easy.
And he'll make a break ball.
What's that?
And he had a break ball also.
Yeah.
Just knocked the 5 ball over perfect. That's fine. I think the 4 or the 3, 4, 3 or 8 ball is going to be his last ball for his break shot.
Yeah, the 4 or the 3, I think.
So if he wants to
In
get
fact,
rid of
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the 4 and then the 3.
Yep.
That would be the
Yep.
in my mind, probably about as perfect way to play it as any.
Yep. He needs to get rid of this 10 ball quickly.
Yep.
Don't want to leave that 10 ball there too long.
It looks like he's settling in a little bit now, which is nice to see.
Well, I think what's happened here as well is what might happen here is that knowing Earl is that he's probably thinking, well, Jason's missing some balls here, so I think he's really thinking this is my chance to beat him. If he's going to beat him, this could be the one.
I don't know if he was playing for the 10 and got.
I think you almost have to run into the 4 here, because it's going to push the that 3 ball over towards the side.
Yeah, he's okay. He can shoot the.
And this way you could hold for the 10 in the corner.
He has a full pocket at that 13.
Kissing the 4's okay. Yeah, he's got. That's okay. You really should play the 10, 8, 3, and then the 4, or even the 4, 4, 3.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I like that too.
I don't think he's thinking really good right now. But this can happen when you're like struggling a little bit and
Sure.
you're scrambling. You don't see the pattern so good.
Brain freeze. It's easy to happen.
Yeah, definitely. And he's sort of played the shot there, and he's thinking, oh, that's really short. He's left that a lot shorter than what he wanted to.
Oh, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's
here.
fine. Yeah, but he would have liked to have been closer.
Yeah.
Just get perfect. Like there, you see, because he didn't get perfect on the 8 ball. He's not landed perfect on this ball now.
I think he's good here.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna shoot the 4 and then the 3.
No, he don't like it.
It's taking a lot of energy out of him.
Yeah, but he has some
He has a lot of energy.
complaining in him anyway.
He just left a bit more angle than he wanted. That's all.
He's shooting 3.
But from the position he was, I mean, it was careless. I mean, he's got back in good shape now, but from where he was 3 or 4 shots ago, he made it a lot tougher than what he needed to.
Right. But that's perfect anyway. It's nice, you know, if you're going to be perfect on the last ball.
Yeah.
He's been hitting the break shots really good too. That's kind of crashing into him a little bit.
Yeah, he does break very good. Yeah, he's one of the stronger breakers at 14-1, that's for sure. But he knows a lot about the stack and the reaction of the balls and everything.
Yeah. Well, Earl's been around a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much what he doesn't know on a pool table.
Right.
Well, Jayson just hoping that he gets back to the table really quickly, really. So he's sort of praying for another opportunity here, like, because you don't want to fall too far behind in a race to 200. Even though there's plenty of time to come back, it's still nice to keep close as possible.
Wow,
gosh.
boy.
Hit that by
We cursed him.
Yeah.
The commentators curse.
not a ball hitting the rail and not one touching.
So this is a time where Jayson, I mean, Earl's missed what, 4 or 5, well, at least 3 or 4 easy balls, really.
Yeah.
This is where, I mean, and Jason's missed 2 or 3 also. So Jayson really needs to step up now.
Well, if you're Jayson, you're not even down 20 balls.
Yeah, or this could get
So-
contagious too.
That
Still an even game.
yeah. Sometimes you do have ugly matches too. Just that's the way it goes. Nobody gets started, and just happens that way.
You
You have any reason for that, Darren?
Yeah, it's weird how expectations can change as well. I mean, Earl played a great game to win with 1-3-5 against John, and then obviously he's thinking, well, I'm probably expected to do that again. And Jayson obviously is this great talent, and maybe he's I don't know, maybe the situation can change. I mean, you never know how a player's going to cope with the big time pressure until he's in that situation.
What is the outside world saying you're allowed?
That's a little bit loud.
Yeah, you just never quite know how they're going to handle the situation. I mean, they shouldn't be feeling tired. They shouldn't be really. I mean, they should be sort of really up for the game. And
No, they each only played 1 match today,
yeah,
and those guys play hours and hours a
yeah,
day.
plenty
So
of rest.
Just the stress of the match.
yeah, well, that's
Yeah, I think there's a. It's just, but that's why pool's such an exciting game, really, because you just never know what's going to happen.
yeah.
You're definitely preaching to the choir.
They made both balls.
But even here, I mean that's worked out great, but it's still not getting the cue ball when he wants it. But now he should be okay.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be good.
I mean, Jayson, he just needs to run 2 or 3 racks just to settle his nerves down. Well, again,
But he's always fighting it. I mean, he's just a little bit off on.
yeah, which
on
is
just about
understandable, Bob, because Jayson didn't play on this table this morning, and Earl did.
Yeah.
So maybe that was an advantage for Earl also, having played on this table this morning. And Jayson played on the outside tables, which played completely different. So maybe that's the reason with Jayson just been a little bit off also.
Yeah.
Earl looks like he's lost his composure a little bit. And that's good for Jayson, really. I just don't like it though when you're shooting, your opponent's talking and talking to the crowd. I mean, he should just sit down really and not say a word.
Absolutely, I agree.
Wow.
If that
Hang
ball
up.
goes in, he might be in trouble.
He's going to shoot to 7, knowing him.
Yes, but it's not a. It's another one of those admissible shots.
Well, two ball goes big pocket.
I
The
think
ball
he's got,
goes.
I
but
think he's got
stuck
lucky.
behind.
I think he can
Not
play.
really a big pocket. That ball's.
If he
blocking
can
a
pass
little
the
bit.
7, I think he can play the 4 onto the 15 also. I'll play the 2 ball.
Oh. that was tough.
It was a good shot, but he didn't want to kiss the 15, I'll tell you.
Well, it might have worked out. He's going to go into him or no?
Oh, it's worked out great.
Yeah.
Ooh, this might not be too good. He got the 10 ball though.
Yeah.
8 ball goes.
You think so?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. It may, but
Yeah, I think the 8 ball goes.
I'd say no. He's got to play the 10 and he's going to play the 11. Just stop the cue ball there. Nice little test.
Not too much juice.
you know,
Wow.
he hasn't played on this table because that ball, you can't. He was worried about missing it, and you
Yeah.
can't miss it if you hit the rail, the long rail.
But he played on this table last night.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he played pretty good. Well, that to me is just nerves, really.
I think you just
Pressure and nerves. There's nothing else I can really put my foot on it, really.
okay.
Yeah, how many times do you ever see Jayson hit a ball that bad and straight into the pocket? Like, you know,
I never see
Never.
him do that. Of course, I never see Earl hit those break shots so bad too.
But what I will say is that probably this is the most. I think this is the biggest match of Jason's career to date, though. It's his first ever semi-final in a major tournament. So,
And it's straight pull too, right?
I'm like shocked really. I'm struggling to find words to say how bad he's played so far. I mean, I just can't believe what I've just seen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's missed 3 or 4 balls, but I don't think he'd ever miss in his career.
Well, like you said before, though, the good news is the score is not there's no big discrepancy. So
I mean, Earl. I mean, this is calming Earl down as well because Earl was on tilt a little bit there.
Right.
And then when he goes on tilt, he's coming straight back to the table.
Right. The pressure would be up if Jayson put some racks together.
So this using the 7 balls as break shots. So I just needs to make sure I don't come too far with this shot.
Yeah, don't overrun this.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not happy.
He better start getting happy, otherwise he's going to struggle through this whole match.
Actually, I think Earl likes this. So
Yeah.
so this is not this part of
Yeah,
him being stressed is not a problem. I think it's when he talks to the crowd that can be a problem.
Destructive for him, yeah.
But the little stuff on the table, I'm not quite right, and that sort of thing. I don't think that bothers him in the least.
Yeah.
He misses another break shot, it might bother him.
Yeah, he while he made that other run of 130,
Yeah. 135.
135, he was locked in, and it was a whole.
He did the same thing though. I watched that whole run, and he does the same thing. Like this isn't quite right, and that sort of thing.
But he was
And
happier. He was happier.
Yeah, it isn't that he's unhappy when he does that. He's just doing what he normally does.
Right.
But here he's unhappy. He's unhappy. Like I think his behaviour between the racks is very very bad, and I think that might be affecting Jayson also. Like I said
Maybe
before,
some, but they've been, Jayson's been around for
Yeah.
a long time. He knows what's going on.
yeah, Jayson knows what's going on. But like I said before, especially playing straight pull, your opponent shouldn't be saying anything while you're shooting. Just rack the balls and sit down until it's your shot. When you're at the table, you can do whatever you want.
Yep, that's true of any pool game though. Any game doesn't matter whether it's 9-ball or 8-ball or straight pool or
But especially straight pull, because the table's yours, your opponent's got nothing to do with the table once you're at it. Where like the other games, you can go back and forth with the shots, blah blah blah. But when the guy's shooting and running the balls, I mean, he shouldn't be saying anything really.
Right.
But obviously, the rotation games, you complain a lot about this roll and this roll.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But obviously, like you said, Jayson's played him many times, so he knows the situation.
Yep.
And as you said, he beat him many times too, right?
He needs to really get himself together if he's going to win this one.
I wonder if Earl's saving the 11 because he wants that one, but I don't see why he doesn't just shoot that 11 right now.
Yeah, I'd shoot the 11, kiss the 8.
I mean, it looks like it's, but I think he's looking at it like he wants it to be his break ball. Maybe he's going to shoot it now. Do you think he likes the 4 better than the 12, or the 12 better than the 4?
Yeah, take your pick, really. I'm guessing
4 is a little low. I like the 12 better.
I like the 12 because also it's not easy to get on the 12 early. You know what I mean? It's not easy to get on that 12 ball because the way the 2 and the 4 ball is. So I think I'd leave the 12 also.
You were mentioning before although the
All right,
pockets
I just want to bust in real quick. The 7:30 match is going to be Mika Immonen and Lu Win Lee. If this match should go past 8:30, which I don't think it's going to, then they will be on the secondary table, Lu Win Lee and Mika. But we're assuming that this is not going to last until 8:30. This match, this is very high tempo players. So Lu Win Lee and Mika, 7:30 schedule.
It's Lo Lee Wen.
Yeah, Lo Lee Win and Lee Win Lu.
It's not Lee Lim Win You Woo. It's Lo Lee Wen.
Low Lil Win.
You got it. Thank you.
That was great with names.
Just about perfect. He was a bit anxious when he first hit it, but he's wound up perfect.
Yeah, he's great here.
Just killed the cue ball just a touch. Just like that.
Yeah.
He's
Earl
hitting-
likes the 4 better than we do, which is okay. It's a decent break shot.
Oh, I remember before Al jumped in, you just
Yeah.
blasted everybody out at home, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
The corner pockets, you're saying, although tight, they readily accept the balls pretty good?
Yeah, it's a pocket speed or soft speed. I think the corner pockets are big, but the side pockets are really, really tight.
They're small. That's
But
why
if-
you
but
don't
if
see
you
a
look at
lot
the
of shots
cut,
in the side pocket.
If you look at the cut of the pockets, there's no shelf on the pocket.
Right, okay, right.
And I'd say that's my only gripe with the table is that they need to put a shelf in there.
Yeah, they're just falling right in.
That was a good one. Didn't get a lot of reaction with it though.
Oh, boy.
It was okay.
The 7s froze.
That might be a combination.
He is breaking like 9-ball.
Yeah, I think that the 13 goes. I think that that 7-5 goes either way, because it looks like it'll throw.
Throw, right. A little more balls to play up there.
I don't know if Phil's looked at the combination, but I'm pretty sure there's a combination down here onto the 10.
9-10.
He didn't even look at it. That would have made a big difference there, Bob, I think, because he could have got a break ball and everything there.
Yeah,
I think that was a wide combo.
He can hit the 10 from the left-hand side of your screen anyway,
The
and open
15-9.
those balls.
15-9 goes also, right?
Yeah, possible combo there also.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the 10 ball goes, which opens the. But you can break them open from the 10, I guess.
Yeah, the 15 will go into the 8. The 8 becomes the break ball. But you're going to have to shoot that 3, I think, to solve that 7-5 that's on the bottom there.
I think that throws in either one of those corner pockets, especially the 7 in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, I'm guessing the 7 definitely goes. I can't imagine him leaving it this. He would have attacked that really early, really.
Yeah, that's going to go.
I don't think the 5 goes. If anything, maybe the 7.
Yeah, I think definitely the 7. He might, if not, he'd break it open here.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking at live table, and I think the 7 goes.
Yeah, instead of chancing it,
No.
it goes now.
That's the problem, though, when you. He's just about okay. That was a tricky, dangerous shot there. He could have come up with no shot there.
Another quarter-inch.
That was a dangerous shot he played there.
He'd have been shooting that 2-ball up in that right corner. But he should work out of this fine.
Yeah, there's no problem here.
Just got to get back in line.
I'm guessing the 8 ball goes in the corner. That's my guess.
Yeah, the 8 ball goes. I think you guys are right. The combination looks like it goes. I wouldn't even be surprised if the 9 ball goes the other way.
I don't think the 8 goes.
So I think he's going to leave the free ball as his break ball, Bob, which is a good break ball anyway.
Yeah.
The 8 does go, yeah.
Yeah,
there
the
it
8 goes. Now it's perfect.
If he shoots the 8, it
Oh, we got a different
eliminates
angle.
play.
How about that? I can see now again.
Yeah, it's Steve Kurtz behind the
A
line.
delayed reaction on the camera guy, yeah. I'm learning.
Well, he should really leave the 12, is it, and the
And-
9
and
for
the
the
9.
9 for his ball to get on the break shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the 12 and the 9 will be his last 2 balls. So Hopefully he's got shape on this 2-ball. Eh?
I don't think so. Maybe, but I can't see. He's shooting at it, so it must be.
This might not be great either. So cue ball's not on a string. Keep chasing a little bit, but he should be okay.
Yeah, he's going to clear those 2 top balls and then do exactly what you said. Come down for
10
the
gets him perfect
12
on
and
that 9.
12 and the 9. Is that 12
He could
or
stop
10?
on the 10 and be perfect on that 9.
Yeah.
The lay's perfect.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Just play like a little soft draw off the rail. Make sure you leave the angle, the natural angle, so you haven't got to do anything with the cue ball. Just roll through to the side rail and back out. Just like that.
He's starting to look. He's starting to look real good now, getting comfortable.
Yep. It's easy to get comfortable when your opponent misses easy balls. And that's what's happened here. That's the story of this match right here. Yeah, Hill was on tilt and he was missing balls and he got let off the hook. And now he's sort of in his zone now.
Yep. Jayson didn't put enough pressure on him at those moments, but it's still early. What is the score now?
85 to 39.
It's only 40 balls too. I mean, that's you would think that he'd be 150 ahead.
Yep.
And
but the situation is that Jason's really kicking himself.
oh, wow.
Well, there's no danger of that. He's thinking this should be my balls. You know what I mean?
Of course.
These should be my balls, not Hill's.
And next time up for Jayson.
Watch out.
There might not be a next time though. That's the problem with the game.
Right.
Right.
Could be sitting there for an hour. It's like the worst chair in the world. It's like torture.
Well, that is that is when you get to kick yourself. Is when
It's almost-
when it's all done.
It'd be almost better if he did get out for me. This way I don't get the opportunity, with they get that much pressure on you with like the guy needs like 5 balls, you need 150.
Trust me, if Jason don't get back to the table, he's not going to sleep tonight. He's just praying for one more opportunity. He's just praying and hoping for one more chance.
Sure.
But that's all it takes at this level. Someone like Jayson
what
can
is
run
that?
the match out.
Stand by.
That's all it takes. He just needs one opportunity and he knows he's capable of running the whole game.
Yep.
But pool, it's the only sport in the world where you might never see the table and get your opportunity at the table. This is why, like Earl says and many other players, it's the toughest sport in the world mentally. Because there's nothing you can do when you're sitting down. At any other sport, you get your opportunities. But pool, you can just sit there. It's like a lonely place, torture. And Earl's really in the zone now. And he's like a different person to like 15 minutes ago. But he senses it also. He senses that Jayson was nervous and missing balls, and he's thinking, wow, cannot believe Jayson missing these balls. So that gives him a lot of confidence also.
A lot of freedom. A lot of freedom. It's nice to be free, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see Earl's like bubbling now. He's bubbling. He's in that perfect zone, perfect rhythm. He's in the zone.
Yeah.
He can't even hear the crowd anymore. Pretty good.
Do you shoot the 7 and try and manufacture the 14 over on the other side?
No, he's playing for that ball that's on the 11 ball.
Yeah, he's gonna play I mean, that's not the shot anyway, because it won't be a good break ball.
Yeah, you won't make it good anyhow.
The 11's a great break ball. He's got to play the 8 ball. Surely.
Yeah, and then the 4, and then shoot those 2, I think.
Yeah, he's going to punch the 4 ball, I would think.
Yeah.
Punch draw. I would have liked a little bit more angle, but he's very good at these shots. I mean, that's a lot tougher shot than what he made it look. Trust me.
Right. Well,
when you've got a fraction of an angle like that, you've got to really put a good stroke on that.
Yeah.
He played that really nicely. Just killed the cue ball beautiful to leave an angle on the 7 ball, the right angle. Looking great. Looking great now, Bob.
Yep.
It's amazing how mental this game is, though. I mean, it just clicked. Just sensed blood. I think he sensed blood with Jayson, and that's what he's doing here. He's thinking, oh, he missing. So it's now or never, really. This is his chance to beat him.
Right.
This might be his chance to win the first, to win his first World 14-1. That'd be something at the age of 55, is he?
He's somewhere in that kind of
Yeah,
ballpark.
that would be an incredible achievement to win a world championship in your 50s.
I think Irving Crane won in his 60s.
Yeah, but this day and age is a lot different.
Oh, I don't ever go in that direction.
Yeah. Wow, that's
You know, every era has great players.
Yeah, but I just mean there's a lot. The game is more of a younger generation now than the old school. There was a lot of old players. You know.
Jayson takes a break.
There wasn't a lot of old players that won in their 60s.
Yeah, but I mean, like, obviously the younger generation now, it's like the more athletic and more fitness in the game and all that stuff. And obviously there's a lot more players now than back then. And another amazing miss, really. I mean, two or three break shots he's missed. Just when he's sort of looked comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a big surprise.
Yeah, he's missed it the same way, too. I mean, that's like the third break shot.
The motley crew
It's a
over
lot.
here.
And there's 60 points in the game. It's 39-99, I believe. So good time for Jayson to take the timeout. Perfect time, really, for Jayson to take the timeout, just to clear his head and get refocused and say, look, come on.
Yeah, he needs to collect himself and he's got to hit Earl with more than 12 balls.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he knows it as well. That's why he's took the timeout. He knows it's a crucial time in the game where he can't afford to break down on 30, 40 balls.
Yeah.
He knows this is his chance to really get back in the game and put a big run together, really. I mean, Jayson's he's thinking, I want to win the game from this visit.
Right.
But if someone said to him, you get 100 balls from here, he'll take it. So this is his opportunity. And yeah, it's very important when you're playing pool matches because you're limited to how many timeouts you can have, usually. So it's very important to take your timeout at the right time. And I think that situation was perfect for Jayson. And the table's pretty wide open as well, so he needs to do something with this. There's a bit of a cluster there, but he should be able to work through them. And he's got a good break ball if he decides to leave the 12 ball there. But he's just really thinking about negotiating this stack of 6 balls, really. You don't have to do it straight away, though. There's a lot of balls to play with them.
Yeah.
Just got to try and pick them out.
Well, I'll tell you what, I haven't been following this one too good while you guys were sitting in there, but it looks like Jayson Shore might be down here. What's the score?
Yeah, he is down.
Yeah.
It's 99-39
4-3.
in favor of Earl.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, you can't count any one of these guys out. I don't care who's down, right?
So he made
Supposed
that
to
4
run.
into a break ball. He's going to get rid of that 12 ball then.
Okay, Larry Ross is out there.
Say hello to Larry. Yeah, big shout out to Larry, who was a big supporter of Pool and a local guy around here. Is very well known and a big supporter of Pool in New York and around the world. And it's nice to see you're doing okay, Larry. Be nice to see you again somewhere down the road. Be nice to. I know Larry's a big fan of Earl. So he'll be pulling for Earl, but I know he likes Jayson also. Well, he sort of might have took his break shot away there.
No, I think he's going to
14.
come shoot that 14, come into those balls. That's what I would do.
I don't think he needs to, but we'll see. Yep, he did.
Well, he's got.
I didn't like that. I thought them balls went in the bottom right hand pocket where the 10 ball is.
Yeah, they could, but
Yeah.
you know, if he hit that 3 ball instead of those other 2, he had the insurance of the 10.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have mucked up the 4.
Yeah, he's just made life a lot tougher than what it should have been. And that worked out great.
Yep.
Yeah, Jason's just got to just take your time a little bit more and just make sure. Just make sure. He's had to slow down.
Boy.
Just
Okay.
about okay. He's making me nervous actually. So not ideal pattern so far, but hopefully I won't leave the 4 ball till the last. I know that.
Does he obviously
what
go?
he's doing now.
Does he obviously go 9-15-7?
Well, for me, he should have been taking the 4 ball right there, but
Yeah.
now he's really chasing.
I agree. I don't like that 4 ball being almost right on the rail.
Yeah.
As my last ball.
Yeah, if it was like 2 or 3 inches off the rail, it's okay, but it's not. It could be a tricky.
Or if that ball was closer to the break ball was closer to the rail, that would have been okay.
Yeah.
But being that kind of distance, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Not that he can't make it okay.
Yeah.
He probably will.
It just tells me that he's like there. He's come short. But it just tells me that he's not thinking 100% really.
Yeah.
So this is a problem, but he's played that absolutely beautiful. I mean, he really couldn't put that much better with his hand.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
That was dangerous though, Bob, but executed it beautiful. Because the 7 ball in that situation would have been my last ball. The 7 ball, the way the balls were situated with 6 balls left.
Yeah.
The 7 ball would have been a good ball. Get on the break shot. Keep it easy. Keep the stress off and just try.
Just go 1 rail from the top rail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he plays this shot the way I've told him to play it. We'll see. There you go. That's the shot, pal. I told him when you got that shot there, you got to play with just a touch of inside English and play like a stun draw. And then the white ball will always come back to the side rail.
Yep.
And that time he played it perfect. Because it makes a big difference. If you can get that shot down and get breaks like this, he's going to run a lot of balls. But he's still learning a little bit about the stack, how to go into the stack, and that's what the great straight pull players do. They know how to hit the stack.
Yeah.
And that's something I really worked on about 2 or 3 years ago, how to get that break shot down. And that's the difference between the really good ones and the guys who are breaking down on 50 and 60 balls. The very top players, they're running regular hundreds, 150s, you know what I mean, and it makes a big difference. And Jayson, especially in this situation, he's looking to get a big run, so he needs to really, really get his break shot down and just really focus on the racking hand. And also, when you're this far behind, it's important to not even think about the score, really. Just play each rack as it comes and just give every rack 100%. And then, believe it or not, the scoreboard will tick over a lot quicker than what you expect then.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, a bit careless. He might be able to nip the 13 in or the 10, but yeah, I think he's okay on this
on the
this
3
stripe
ball.
here. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think he has the 3 ball, but I don't think he has.
Well,
You
looks
think
like,
he has
looks
that
like
ball?
that 12 ball.
He's got
just
lucky.
cleared it.
He's got lucky with this shot here. Because believe me, Bob knows anyway. But you didn't want to shoot that 3 ball in that side pocket, jacked over that ball. I'll tell you now.
No, that's why it looks so bad.
Yeah, that was been less than 50-50 chance of making that 3 ball in the side pocket, jacked over the ball on these side pockets. I think he just tried to flick the
Bump
4
the
ball
4.
there, yeah. He's okay. He's got plenty of off balls.
He actually doesn't need to. If you can play on the left-hand side of that 4, I think it goes in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. I would have been playing the 8 ball there in the corner. I'll have played shape for the 8 ball there, and then played shape for the 4 ball.
Right.
Because I don't like to kiss balls unless I have to, Bob.
Yeah.
I sort of really don't like kissing into balls. I'm the same when I play 8 ball also.
Yeah.
He's okay. He just needs to make sure he gets on it now, though. You don't want to leave it any longer. Start running out of balls. Now he's going to have to use a 4 ball, I guess, as his break shot. The 2 ball was a better ball.
I think isn't he shooting the 4? He's shooting the 2. Yeah.
Oh, we nearly missed that, Jesus. He hit that wide there, but luckily...
Yeah, but he had a lot of room on it.
Yeah, thankfully it went to the far side. Well, I think his heart stopped a little bit when he first hit it. So he should play the 3, I guess, and draw back for the... He can draw back for the 6, but yeah, he'll draw back for the 6 here. But he also could have took the 6 first, and then the 3, and then the 8. But the 8 ball definitely. So just try and keep it. Always try and find your break ball as early as you can.
8 ball for the key ball on the 2.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things with that 8 ball. But that was important also there. He might have been a little bit careless here. Because you don't want to leave yourself straight in where you got to draw the ball. Well, it looks like he's okay. I still think he's left. I mean, he's supposed to make this break shot, but I would have liked the cue ball just a touch more to the right so you can get more control of the cue ball. And he's left it maybe a touch thinner than what he wanted, but he should be okay.
Yeah, it's a good shot. I actually like playing the 3, just stopping and shoot the 8 in the side and the 6, because the 6 is real close to that 2, be easy position.
Yep.
Jayson said he's been drawing into a scratch on a lot of his breaks, or 2 of them. Well, that time he kept it solid.
Yeah, but I've told him how to break, and his last 2 breaks have been a lot better. I think he's finally took the advice.
Yeah, where does he go from? Does he go to the 4 ball to the side pocket here?
He's got a combination.
You like the combo?
I think he's going to shoot it.
He's very unlucky, really, but he needs to make sure of this shot. Good shot. Now he's in good shape. Maybe kiss the 15 here as well, which will be good. Stay on the 4 ball. He had a little bit quick on that stroke there. If you see, he maybe hit the ball slightly too hard, but he's okay. He's perfect now. But it could have gone wrong, that shot.
Yeah, yeah. He's shooting that 12 ball.
Yeah, as it turned out, it was. Oh, that needs to slow down also. He's got a good break ball, but he needs to get rid of this orange 13 as soon as possible, really.
I think if he can get inside of that ball, he can make that. You know, shooting, just getting on the 3 ball, stopping there.
Yeah. Yeah, he might just play the 8 ball now and draw back. Looks perfect to play the 8 ball now and draw back to the side rail.
Or he could go up table with those 2 balls up there too.
Yep.
He got inside perfect.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to play on this table, so that was a bit disappointing. I was looking forward to seeing what I could do on it, but I've never played on the new Razan table. Actually, it's a different Razan table to what they had last year. They're trying to make it play more like a diamond table. So they've changed the top and the rails since last year. So it looks like they've definitely improved the table. I think the side pockets probably need some adjustment.
Right.
And just a cut of the pockets, and then I think they'll be pretty close to a really strong table. So this match could go really close, this match.
Yeah, whoever predicted 200, 175, they may be right on.
Yep. And it's noticeable is that both these players play with an extension on their cue, so they play with a really long stick. And it's also interesting is that Jayson was living with Earl Strickland about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. He was living with Earl in the apartment in New York for a while. So obviously they've played each other loads of times, and Earl has a lot of respect for Jayson.
Sure does. He also said that kid at the time, a few years ago, he said that kid is going to be world champion one day. You mark my words. Well, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I mean, Earl's had all his success, so obviously Earl knows his stuff. And Earl doesn't actually play in the World Championships anymore, like the World 9 ball, the World 8 ball, the World 10 ball. He doesn't travel over anymore.
Well, he could be the new champion of the World 14.1.
Yeah, I think this would mean more to Earl than winning any other World Championship, just because obviously he's won all them. He's won like the US Opens and the World Championships at 9 ball, so I think this would mean a lot to him, really.
Scott Frost just sent in a text message. He said, please tell Angie and Darren I said hello.
Mr. Snowman. Snowman. Yeah. Oh, he missed. Oh, my God. He missed that, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, can't believe it. Can't believe it.
You know who's hitting these break shots the best is the
lowly one.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
He never forced them. He hit a lot of them with inside English and went 2 rails to the bottom rail.
Yeah, perfect speed all the time, and he's not frightened to use the. And I've said it all week, leaving the break shot low and going into the bottom of the stack is a good break shot.
Yeah.
And I think myself and him are the only 2 guys what's been using that break shot, or what I've seen.
I liked watching him play, except for the speed at the table.
Yeah.
But I liked watching him play.
Yeah.
And both Jayson and Earl have tried to force that break shot and spit out on each of them.
Yeah, well, these 2 are both big power strokers anyway, so I understand them leaving the break shot. I just can't believe they're missing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just absolutely gobsmacked with some of the balls I've missed in this game.
Speed kills, Darren.
Yeah.
Speed kills.
Especially under pressure, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have a big stroke anyway, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, me neither. I can't go over 20. That's in my car. That's not on the pool table. It's even less.
Nice, I mean, Jayson was right back in the game there as well. He got it back to 81-99. Just gave up the table like that. There's nothing worse than missing the break shot.
No kidding.
Especially when it's a good break shot like he had. Wow, he's had a good roll there. I mean, I think it was okay anyway.
Well, I think it would have been. I think the other way. It would have been a bad roll to get stuck on that ball.
Yeah, for sure. I don't like that shot though.
What's that?
I didn't like that shot he played there.
No, not really.
I mean, that 14 ball shouldn't be moving. That was his break ball. He's okay. He'll find a way to negotiate something. Wow.
Nice move. I think he wanted to manufacture that 4 ball a little bit outside the triangle for a possible break shot.
Yeah, what happened there though is that he slightly overcut the ball along the rail, so he was a bit anxious actually when he hit it. Well, they're both really uncomfortable, which is really surprised me. Really, I mean, I expect 1 or 2 balls missed here and there, but I mean, there's got to be a good 4 or 5 balls each what they've missed. Easy for them guys, the easy balls.
Sometimes matches just go like this.
Yeah,
and it's not unheard of by any means.
Yeah, no, we've all been there. There's no doubt about that.
And a lot of times it's the finals. you know? A lot of times it's the finals. I remember Oliver Ortman playing Steve Mizrak in the finals.
Yeah.
It was, each of them would run 20 balls.
Yeah.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, Daz, when you ran like, I forget how many you ran, 200 or 150 and out.
200.
And everybody said you can keep going and you stopped.
Yeah.
And one thing you said was you wanted to conserve energy.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I don't remember.
I played okay in the final, but I made some mental errors.
That was pretty interesting, though. I never thought about somebody, you know, just settling for what the run was and just conserving energy. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good move.
If the final would have been the next day, or I had 3 or 4 hours to rest, then
Right.
I probably would have continued. But I had to play the final an hour later.
Right.
So, and it probably cost me the. I mean, in the final, I felt flat. And obviously, you come off of such a big eye, like a 200 ball out run, and then into the final, I just had no feeling, which was very disappointing, really. I mean, obviously, I was trying my hardest, but there was nothing there. You know what I mean? It's just like I was playing on empty, really. And to not be nervous in a final is suicidal, really. I've never played a major final before where I'm not really nervous. But that was the only occasion when I played Towson in 2013. I just had no feeling at all. And because of that, I just played very lazy, you know what I mean? Very lazy.
Yep.
Good break shot there from Earl. He sacrificed a more difficult break shot. But again, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect break shots in straight play. You just need to hit the stack right.
Yep.
You hit the stack right, a lot of good things can happen. There's it's like Stuart Matana said to me, there's loads of different break shots. You just got to experiment and wow. I'm hoping the 7 ball goes for his sake.
Hey, did that at 2. It looks like either one go.
Yeah, the first look it didn't look like he could make the 2, but he's okay. Maybe when he played the ball over the pocket, it just slightly drifted a little bit because he landed closer to the rail
Yeah,
of the cue ball than
I thought he might have scratched on it because it was close to following.
Played that well. But the shot he just played there, I would have played with a lot more speed just to guarantee more separation, really, with the stack.
Yeah, those are tricky. You can get stuck pretty commonly.
Well, at least he played it. I think obviously he was confident that he was guaranteed to be on a ball after he went into the stack, and that's the key, really, when you're going to the stack. Try and have that insurance ball.
Yep. But, you know, funny things happen.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like he's going to stop this here. I think he can play the 12 to the bottom right-hand corner, but no, he's obviously...
I think he's saving that for a break ball.
Yeah.
Wow. I think he may be saving that for a break ball.
Yeah, I think he played to get on it there, Bob, because I'm guessing that the 15-1 and the whatever that is above the 1 ball doesn't go anywhere. They don't go, I don't think. So that's why I think he was wanting to get shape on the purple stripe, the 12 ball. You can still play that now, but it's a lot trickier than what he wanted
or
it
he
to be.
could play the 11 and go into those too.
Yeah. Yeah, he could do that. He's got the cue power to get that cue ball out of there. Or he could just make the 11 follow through and get shape for the 5 and the 3, or the 3 in the side, is it? Well, he's going to draw, I guess.
That's 5 ball.
I don't know what he's done.
Trying to get shape on the 12, I guess.
Well, I like shooting one or the other. I don't like shooting both.
Well, that definitely...
The 11 and the 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because both of those were break shots that, you know, now you're down to 7 balls on the table and you may not get another great break shot.
Yeah. Well, now he's got a break shot. I mean, he can soft draw this. I'll draw it off the stripe and just kiss the 8 ball out to a break shot, but you guys hit it nice and easy.
Yeah, but that's not that easy to...
Seems like what he did, he needs that 8 ball to stop, really.
I think what he did, he's just got very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have gone in.
And he knows it.
Yes, he does. He'll be the first to admit it, too, you know.
He knows he's played a bad shot there. I don't know why he even played follow with a cue ball. He should have been drawing that.
Well, he did come off the top of the 13 ball.
Yeah, but he should have been drawing it.
Yeah.
That would have kept the cue ball on the right side of the
Uh-oh,
table.
watch the cue ball. It's running away.
It's just okay. It drifts a little bit to the right. This drifted about 2 or 3 inches, that cue ball. Right, Bob? You see that drift?
Yeah.
Because when it came off that top rail, it was heading right for the corner. It probably wouldn't have reached the corner, but it's definitely rolled into the rail.
Yeah.
Can he play the 15 combination after this?
Well, this is a tough shot.
I think the 1 ball goes by.
The 1 ball. Oh, and then nudge out for a break shot, huh? I like that.
Yeah, but he can't get on that side of the 1 ball now, though. Out.
He's going to have to go long. Can he go out long? Off the 10, go out 2 rails real long?
That's tough. Just slightly no angle on the 10 ball, really. You can't get the right side of the 1 ball playing the 10.
How about some inside spin? Spin up the short rail and come back around.
He could do that. It's just tougher shot.
Right. He can- and the pocket.
And bump that 11 ball or whatever that is. I can't see the balls on this.
If it's a pretty good combination, he should play the combination. But
I don't think the combination
so,
goes.
yeah.
It looks like it goes to the bottom rail.
Well, I was looking at the combination
coming-
going into the side.
He's playing for this corner,
Yeah.
the bottom right, bottom left-hand corner. Sorry, and he's
Right,
just about
right.
got there, but not perfect. He wanted like another.
No, that combination may go the 15-1.
Well, that'd be a bonus. If that goes, that's a big bonus because he was playing for the.
He was
open
playing
ball.
for the 11 ball or whatever that is.
Yeah, he's playing the combo. So might work out good for him here. That's no good. And now he's no shot. Combination, that's all he's got.
Yeah. And you make it and there's no
Not
reward.
sure what Earl's saying.
I don't know what the rule is, but you called the 15 and made the 1.
He did call the 15 and make the 1. I heard him call the 15 ball, but he made the 1.
It's a grey area for me. That is, it's obvious which ball is shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was a referee, see, in the old days they had referees,
Yeah.
and the guy would call the ball for you.
No.
You know what? It is. Earl just said probably the best thing that could happen to him.
Yeah, I think Jayson should have kept his mouth shut, really.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd rather him shoot this. There's no reward on that anyway.
Definitely.
You know, make the combination.
Well,
so what?
I wouldn't have even played the combination. I would have played safe and put the ball on the side rail onto the bottom rail and the white ball onto the top rail.
Right, but either way,
Yeah,
Jason's
yeah.
coming back
Big
to the
time.
table.
Big time. Yeah, but Jayson will play the combination.
It's still no reward. You know, he makes it, and so what?
Yeah. It was still a good shot, though.
Yeah, he got a ball in the
No
spot and
reward,
a ball
but
in the
great
end
shot.
rail.
That's not an easy shot under that pressure, I'll tell you.
No.
He's a little bit unlucky, to be honest. If he got the cue ball back another 2 or 3 inches, there'd have been I'd half chance here. This would be amazing.
Yeah, he'll probably make it and splatter the ball.
If he makes this ball and gets a shot after the break, I'm walking out the building.
No, please, Dad, stay here.
Earl's blaming someone in the crowd, I think. I don't know something. I think Earl can't believe that he's got to this stage.
He's going to be sick if he makes this and runs a bunch of balls. Yeah. He'll be totally sick. Wouldn't you be sick if he did? You know.
But I know what he can do. I mean, this is what these shot makers do. I mean, they give you like that little bit of hope, and then all of a sudden they come with a shot, and you're like scratching your head. But this is a tough shot. Very, very tough.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that he makes, though.
Wow.
But, oh, boy. And he probably scratched.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Wow, he hit that so bad. Played it very quickly, though, as well.
Yeah, yep. There's some anxiety there. Yeah, a little bit anxious.
I think you try to do too much. I'll have liked to have played inside English on that and just risk coming the 2 rails. But even if you don't, just make the balls the key. And then you can play a good safety if you don't get anything out of the stack. But the way he played it was a lot tougher. Outside English, and you're trying to come down in a straight line. I mean, that's a hell of a tough shot.
I think I would have just played it with center ball draw and comes 1 rail right down. Yeah. But I would probably hit it with some force.
Wow. He threw his shoulder at that, Bob. His shoulder really went there. That was unbelievable.
Well,
he really dropped his shoulder on that
6 inches or so above the pocket.
I think that just sparked a flame under Jayson right now. Jayson said, what am I doing? I could run a couple hundred balls.
These two might get at it here. There's some really, Jason's losing his cool with him a little bit. So much going on.
I'm not sure. Earl? Oh, Earl's walking around. What's going on? Oh, Earl walked around the other side of the pool and was taking his break, maybe?
You can't take a break when your
take a
opponent's
break
shooting.
right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not his inning.
We've got drama here at the Steinway Classic.
We knew
At
something would
Steinway
happen, we
Billiards.
just didn't know what.
Drama at Steinway Billiards in New York,
Not
Astoria. If you're in the area, quickly
sure
put your
exactly
shoes on
what
and run over.
I guess the referee decision was, don't worry about him, go up there and play.
Ah, Earl's actually sat to our right. If you look behind you, Hal, he's sat right in the corner of the room.
I can see him behind me all the way on the opposite side of the room there.
Yeah, if you can put the camera on him there, guys, that would be good. He's about 70 feet away from the table. Nobody can see him. He's in a dark corner of the room.
I think I'd leave him alone. Don't put a camera on that.
Oh, okay. I think Al likes drama,
No,
though.
I don't like drama, man.
You do?
It's just something that finds us.
Well, that's what the public want to see it.
Oh, boy.
Well, I got roving cameras, but I'd rather not. This is a great sport, and someone taking the heat and you put more heat on them could explode and make things worse. This has been real professional, and we're going to try to keep it that way.
Any other sport, pal, the camera be on him. I'm serious. People like to see it, drama. The good or the bad, you got to take it on the chin. It is very interesting. I mean, pool is. I'm not a massive pool watcher, to be honest, but when Earl and Jayson's playing, when Earl and Jayson's playing pool, I like to get front seat. Because you never know what's going to happen.
I don't see him in frame 6. I got the camera rolling. I don't see him in frame 6 there.
Oh, he's behind us. Here.
Oh, he's way in the back. We can't get a hold of him.
All right. Well, that's just as well.
But also, this is why Earl's such a big draw, because people tune in to watch him, and they sit and watch him because they never know what's going to happen. And this is why he's such a big draw, such a famous player, and because you just never know what's going to happen. And Jayson's style is very similar to Earl. Obviously, he's a bit more controlled, let's say, emotionally. But yeah, there isn't many players I get excited about watching. But when it comes to Earl, Strickland, and Jayson, I like to make sure I'm thereabouts watching. And this is why people tune in to watch Earl Strickland, and they pay the ticket to come and watch him, because you just never know what's going to happen. And even though sometimes he doesn't do the right thing, I think he creates a lot of interest.
Yes.
And we keep coming back to watch him.
Well, they're both amazing talents. There's no doubt about that.
Not an ideal break shot here. Come way, way out of position for his last ball. So he had to force the cue ball to where it is now, and he's left a lot tougher break shot than the ones he's been missing.
Believe me, he's so happy to be at the table
Yeah.
after that last scratch on the break shot. That
and as you see here, Bob, as well, he's just looking around, looking at the angle, because he's missed a few. So he's missed a few break shots. So he's really, really bear down on this one. Whatever you do, make sure you make it.
Yep.
Don't worry about cue ball. Yeah, that's my man.
Oh, no.
My God. Wow. That is incredible.
Excuse me, I can't believe what just happened. I think
That
Jayson
is-
scratched more in this tournament than any tournament he ever played in.
That's one of the unluckiest scratches I've ever seen
You're
in my
not
life.
kidding.
yeah, that's a tough one.
That
there.
is absolutely brutal.
Well, Earl's all the way on the other side of the room. He's probably jogging back across.
I've been playing a long time. That might be one of the unluckiest scratches I've ever seen in my life. That is just absolutely sick. And that's why pool's the toughest sport in the world mentally. Because of situations like that. You hit a perfect break shot, and the pool gods come and punish you. Absolutely brutal. You won't see that at any other sport. If you hit a perfect serve at tennis, you get rewarded. If you hit a perfect drive at golf, you get rewarded.
Yeah,
At
over here,
pool, you get punished. That is just ridiculous. And this is why nobody will ever dominate pool as well, ladies and gentlemen, because there's too much luck in the game. And that could be it. He might never see the table again. Might never
Well, you're
see the
supposed to
table
be
again.
punished when you scratch. He was supposed to be punished the last time he scratched.
Yeah, well, he got kicked in the pocket there.
I know, but the other one was not unlucky.
Yeah, but we're not on about the other one. We're on about the one what's just happened.
Yeah.
It's like a massive, crucial part of the match. And Jayson's right back in the game and getting punished for a great shot.
Earl keeps pushing those balls further and further away from the break spot there.
He's still got a good break shot, though. 12 ball's a good break ball. There's 30 points in the game before this visit. So that was massive, that was. Wow.
Earl's got new life, and I wouldn't be surprised if he put a run together here. Because this is freedom. You weren't supposed to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
You know. What is the score right now? We've had so much drama.
Yeah,
and
it's got a 30-point lead. It's 125 to 95 before this visit. I don't know if Jason's no points to go on, so we'll...
Score right now is 125 to 95 with that scratch by Jayson.
Yeah, it's like 135 right now. That was massive.
Yeah, that was critical.
Even more so after the ball, Earl missed as well. He had ball in hand and he's winged the ball, missed it by like 4 or 5 inches.
I think he plays the 13 for key ball. No, he's not. He's going to play the 15 for key ball and just slide over a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yep.
This looks just ideal, really. Not there. It looked like he went too far, didn't he? Or can you see he has an angle, or he went too far, didn't he?
Not great.
Wow, that was so...
I think he can force it. Can really punch force.
Oh, boy.
It's got a tidgy. Oh, no.
He's going to shoot the other ball.
The pocket. Oh, he shot to 12.
Yeah, it's good.
A little high, but, you know, that's the way you have to deal with what you got.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think Earl got all 14 there, didn't he?
Yep.
139, 95, Earl Strickland.
Yeah, when it's your day, it's your day. The pull gods are with you. And that's what's happened here.
Yeah, the old saying there, you know, they know who it's rolling for.
Yeah. Yeah, Earl like missing a bad ball. He goes in the corner of the room, and then Jayson gets a brutal roll and straight back at the table, and it's like amazing. Well, like tomorrow, it could be the other way around.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you got to take the rough with the smooth in this game.
But I will say, I mean, that's a bad roll in a sense, and it's not such a, you know, when you hit the ball that hard, things happen, and you know it too, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
so
I've seen it before.
It was terribly unlucky, but gosh, I've seen so many things happen.
Oh yeah.
And you've seen thousands more.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just it's a cruel game, pulls. Sometimes you break them bad and you come out perfect.
Right.
That's the way the game is.
Yeah. Sometimes you do hit them bad and you get perfect.
It just hurts more when you're in a major semi-final like this.
Right. Right.
It hurts more. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
But that's not the one that cost him.
But
it's the other 7 that he didn't. You know?
If he loses this match, he isn't thinking about that one particular shot.
Right.
He'll probably mention it, but they both had plenty of opportunities.
Right.
So whoever loses this match, they can't really blame luck or rolls.
Here he overhit the ball, and now he's stuck too.
Yeah, I still think Jayson might come back to the table at some point. Yeah, when you get this many opportunities like these two guys have had, I mean, obviously,
this is a tough spot.
You've only yourself to blame if you lose this match.
Right.
But let's see how Earl can come back with a shot here. I even like the free ball here because it's such a big pocket. If he can, I'm pretty sure the free ball goes.
I think so too.
That's a much easier shot.
That was my first thought. He's shooting the 6 or the 12.
6. Didn't like that. Never the shot. After the ball he missed, 2 racks ago, which was ball in hand. I mean, that was twice more difficult, and that free ball definitely went down that rail.
Yeah.
And that was a big pocket because look how the free ball is perfect off the rail.
Yeah.
amazing, this match. Unbelievable. No, massive twist in this game. I mean, it's back at the table. I mean, Jayson really can't afford a mistake, really, now. He really needs to come with a nice run here.
Yep.
Keep his head still. He's moved his head a couple of times on these type of shots. Keep that head still. That was better. But it's nice to see that these guys are human. You know? Yeah, well, I was expecting really high quality of this match. I mean, it's still exciting. To be fair, it's even more exciting, really. Creates more drama, more mistakes. Obviously, we can relate to them. So, just to show, like, it's amazing what pressure can do. Because if these two guys were in practice, I mean, this match would have been over a long time ago. One of them would have got an high run, you know what I mean? Like, out of all the chances, that one of them would have got a really high run. But sometimes it happens. I mean, we've all been there. Well, I think everyone in the room was expecting some really high runs in this match. There's still a chance here. I mean, Jayson still needs 105 before he comes to the table, and he's well capable of doing that. But he needs to tighten his patterns up a little bit. He always seems to be chasing at the end, Bob.
Yes, exactly. That's a big part of straight pool.
Yeah. It's not ideal, but it's okay. But it's travelling with that cue ball again.
I don't like this.
No, I don't like it, but
I mean, he may end up perfect, but it'll be just that. It may.
Wow, that's way too short.
Yeah, it's like
he should be using that third rail there. I don't understand that. Wow, this is tough.
Yep.
This is very tough.
And especially since neither one of them are hitting the ball great. Yeah. So when you're not hitting them great, do you want to shoot that shot?
That's a tough one.
I don't.
With this shot, you just make the ball and don't hit it too hard. Just really focus on making the ball and just hope you get a shot after the break. You try and fire this ball in, you're going to miss it more times than you make it.
Yeah.
Especially with that angle off the rail. It's like a funny angle for your cue.
But even just making it, that's not an easy shot. I mean, that's missable for just rolling it in.
Wow.
Oh, he was pretty good.
He fired that ball. After the balls is missed, that was amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he got like a tricky split there. They didn't really, maybe like bad racked himself or something. Also come out like dead, really. We've got a nice crowd in here as well. Nice crowd, nice atmosphere. The New Yorkers like their straight pool. Good people around here. Very nice pool room. If you're in the area, you should really come to this pool room. It's one of my favourites, if not the favourite pool room, and the food's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just that's no good.
I don't think he can shoot that two ball, so he's got to shoot the ball that's up, shooting over the rack.
Yep, that's the only shot he's got, and he can't.
Yeah.
I mean, to jack up and try and stop the cue ball is suicide, so all he can do is try and roll it in, which then you got to trust for everything.
Yeah, and then you got to shoot the ball coming back.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be okay for him, but this is a tough one. Jacked over, slow roll it. I mean, this is really tough.
It's not going to be tough shooting from the end rail.
No, he can roll it, so he could roll through like a foot, but this is like really tough shot.
They're both going to be tough shots. I mean,
this is really tough.
This is the first part of being tough.
The way he's cueing, it looks like he's going to play it hard. No? That was tough. Yeah, that was a tough shot. That's amazing.
Really. See, he didn't have to do anything to, to get stuck in those balls.
No, that was self-inflicted, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Earl can quite believe what's happening here, you know.
Well, I don't think either one of them can believe what's happening. Frankly, I don't believe what's happening.
I can't believe it. I'm absolutely amazed.
But I'll tell you, sometimes somebody's going to take advantage.
Yeah.
I think. First person that runs 30 wins.
Well, Earl needs, he needed 58 before he come to the table. Jayson was on, he was on 110 plus 5 or something, so he's like 115 to 142.
Now the score is live, up to date.
Yeah. Well, Earl's in, yeah, I think if Earl, anything over 30, 40 years, going to be in great shape.
So he must not be able to spin that one on the whatever that is. But those corner pockets, that kind of shot looks easy.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have to force it.
Yeah. He's still not got perfect here, though. He's still got quite a lot of work to do in this rack.
Oh, yeah. Well, these 3 balls got funny.
Wow, look at this. Maybe a combo.
He can shoot that 13 straight in, right?
Yeah. I think he tried breaking them open there.
Yeah, I think he did. But now all he's got to do is come down to the bottom railing and shoot one of those other, the 3 or the 9.
Well, that 11 ball doesn't go.
If the 9 passes, then it's great. Because there he'll hold the cue ball on the 15. I think it's a 15.
Yeah, that's it right there.
No,
so the 3 or the 9.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd go the 3 and hit into the 3 balls that are in the stack, and you have the 15 ball next.
Yep.
That's.
Do you try and go in back of the 9 and move that up?
No.
To serve as a ball to break them
I
up?
like to. I'd like to move those 3 balls right now. That's what I like.
Because even if he kisses that on the right or the left, he would have had a shot on one of the 3 balls.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, hitting it the way he hit it's perfect. Still, not perfect because he didn't get a break ball out of that situation, but he's in good shape.
It's still, right now, he's got to just figure on making the balls that are out there so that Jayson doesn't come back to the table.
I'll tell you what I'd usually do here. Usually he'd probably play the 7 in the side and kiss the 11 to make it a break ball, but on this table you can't really play that shot because the side pockets are so tight.
Pockets are no good, right.
So this is where you got to change your strategy just a little bit on this table.
You know, the he played a lot of balls from the back, so that 9 ball would be a fine break too. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I've never seen Earl play a shot from the back.
They go okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they go. But Earl, he always thinks side or like from the centre of the table.
I know the back of the pack is a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but it seems like, especially Earl and Jayson, out of all the players, they seem to avoid that shot more than anyone else.
Yeah, I like to whack them, but that 9 ball is like perfect too.
Perfect, yeah.
You're going to hit the last 3 balls.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that break shot, but Earl doesn't.
I just don't know what he's looking at. I think you have to shoot that 15 and go to the like he was shooting, go to that ball in the side pocket, and follow that to get to the 7 in the corner, right?
Yeah, I think he's a bit puzzled at the moment. Can't make his mind.
He didn't like it. He's gonna break the balls with a 9.
Wow.
Not that crazy about this, but
He's going to push 2 balls out into the middle of the table there.
This can go wrong.
no, the 11. If he hits the 7, the 11 is going to be a break shot. That's what he's doing. But he didn't do it.
That's no good.
Oh, just set up a nice break shot with it.
He's got very lucky that he's on the 7 ball.
He's got a side pocket break shot, but you know.
He got lucky he's got this shot.
There's an irony in that about what Earl says about side pockets. We shouldn't use them. He's going to have to compromise his standards.
Yeah, he got lucky on this situation.
Well, maybe that's why he was fighting that.
That's right. Whereas the 4-pocket game is over. We're going to go back to 6.
153 to 110.
That's how not to play straight ball.
Well, this is actually okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was lucky the way the 11 ball landed there.
A little bit. You'd be unlucky to knock 2 balls and not have not be able to hit them.
That 11 should be on the side rail. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
We are bad at it.
Yeah.
Well, pretty good break ball, really, I think.
Yeah, very good, I think. You know.
So let you guys
The 2 rails behind.
I left you guys in charge of a pool game, and you cooked up a soap opera.
Darren did it.
No, we can't blame that.
He stirs up trouble everywhere he goes.
Blame Al.
Oh boy. See, now, I saw this a couple times. The reason I play straight pool is that I don't worry about the racks.
Yeah.
So if I have to start to worry about,
Right.
Why is the referee racking the ball?
The racks have to be perfect.
Yeah,
then I'm going to quit pool altogether.
I don't understand why the referee was even touching the rack.
I don't know.
No, but there's been a couple of racks, and I thought you guys could fill me in on that because we've been playing. The announced rule was opponent rack.
Oh.
Some fellows have done it the other way around by agreement, but I thought there was an issue between Jayson and
well, getting back to the old days, that's where the referee comes in.
No shot here, mate. No shot here, guys. The 15's the only shot he's got. Fin cut on the 15.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything good.
At 152 to 110, so interesting. I think you can cut the 15 in there, Bob.
He can.
Not easy.
Yeah, you're gonna run into the 9. And who knows where the cue ball's going?
Yeah, he could scratch off the 9 in the top pocket also.
I mean, just the cue ball's gonna be flying, and I'm sure that's not the shot that he wants to shoot, but maybe the only thing he can shoot. I don't know if does that one ball go in the side pocket?
In the side pocket, that'd be an irony again if he got saved by a side pocket, right?
I mean, it's throwing the right way. It looks like to me, but
he's got to play safe here. You just play the left side of that foul ball and go down by that center line and underneath the rack here.
And I'll tell you,
if
that ball's dead, you don't play safe. But
I don't think it's dead.
Well, he's looking at a long time for it not to be at least close.
I think the only thing I don't like is how the 4 and 10's wound up. It's sort of not natural.
Right.
You can spin it the opposite way. Well, I thought he's got the 15 as a cut here, but obviously he don't like it.
I think the one is running up
on these side pockets.
Higher, so it's
on these side pockets.
So it's going to throw just right. It looks like it.
On these side pockets, I mean, he's going to be really confident about that going in.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's dead, it's that's never the shot. Suicide.
Yeah.
Except look where he's going to spot the ball now.
He might have got a massive roll here. I mean, seriously, got a massive roll right here.
Right. Watch this.
That would be huge.
This is when you know it's your day, folks.
Exactly.
Watch that.
Because now he's got like a very, very tough shot.
And this is right after missing the other one where he's
on the 8. Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
That is unbelievable.
Well, there's only one shot here.
And Earl always says to me, I'm the unluckiest pool player of all time. Yeah, okay. But he's had a chance. He still had a shot on the 8 ball. And even though it was a very, very, very tough shot on the 8 ball, I expected Jayson to make it. But obviously his confidence is not high. His game's not on. And things have rolled definitely a Hill's way, but they both had opportunities. And it's just the guy who's just, I don't know, just had that little bit more luck, I guess. That's why Earl's leading.
Yep.
But there could be another twist as well. I mean, still.
Oh yeah, this game's not over.
Still a long way to go.
I'm still going by my prediction of whoever runs 30 wins.
Yeah, I think Earl has had a 30. it's a big match as well. Like the winner of this match gets the rest of the night off and play the final race to 300 tomorrow.
Right.
Doesn't matter how you win sometimes, as long as you win, because you know tomorrow is definitely play better. Whoever wins this match will definitely play better tomorrow. There's no danger of that.
Right.
They will not play this bad again. That's a good thing with Paul, is that tomorrow the winner gets to go through, and then it's very easy to forget about this match. But the loser will be thinking about this for a long time. The big surprise is that both guys really come into this match playing really well. So that's the biggest surprise, really.
That happens, though.
Yeah.
You know, your expectations are high and everything else.
Well, some of the misses, I mean, I'm just
Well,
flabbergasted, really.
sometimes when you're playing poorly and the other guy's playing poorly, you pull each other down.
Yeah.
It's strange how that happens, but it happens frequently.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange game, boys.
It's a harsh game.
Wow, look at this. He quit on that, and he might have got lucky and got a shot on the free ball.
Yeah.
Wow, he quit on that one, eh? He had a lot of table to play for there.
You know, it looks tough. I mean, I'm not sure that 3 goes by the 15. It's if it does, it's not a lot. He's got to shoot the 12. Well, this has been hard to watch, actually.
Yeah, I think even the crowd are shocked, really.
Yeah, they're certainly quiet. Okay, and now what does this get you?
It's okay.
Well,
got the 15
he
and
has
the
the
1.
15. He has
The 3.
the 15.
Yeah, he's got
I don't think
Yeah,
he
he
has
has
anything.
the
He has the
15.
15.
I think the 1 ball goes.
Does the 1 ball go?
Yeah, our angle is shallow.
It's close. I don't know that it goes, but it might.
Well, the 15 he's looking at, but he's no guaranteed shape, though.
I think he's looking at the 1, though, too. I'm not sure what he's looking at.
But even with the 1 ball, it's not easy to get shape either. He might have to play for the 15, play for the 1 and try and get shape on the 15. Or he play, yeah, I mean, I think he has to play the 1 ball. And come back to roughly to where he is now, but obviously not as much angle. Yeah, that's where he's played. He's played for the 14, 15.
It looks like the 14.
I think he actually played for the 15, but he knew he had the 14 if he comes short, so that was good.
Well, now he's okay, actually. I think that
He's got to get the right cannon here on the 13. It should be pretty easy. Wow. Controlled that well.
they don't look like they're a picture confidence, do they?
No, I mean, when he hit it, I thought he missed it, to be honest.
Well, they jumped more than you did there.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're really struggling like this, it's so hard to see any patterns as well.
Right.
And that's what's happening also.
Well, it's hard to shoot patterns when you're not sure you're even going to make a ball.
Yeah.
that's one of the toughest things.
Yeah, it's not very often you see Earl play this slow, I'll tell you now.
No. Well, this has been a real grind for them, both of them. So you're going to go to the bottom rail and shoot the 3 next?
Yeah.
Is that what he's going to shoot, or does he shoot the 3 and go into the 10?
I think he plays the 10 next. You play the 15, go to the bottom rail up a little bit and play the 10 on the side.
He's not going to play that on the side.
No, he don't
Oh,
play
okay.
He don't play this side pocket. Yeah, he's going to come round here and play the 10 in the corner.
He might
just stop it dead and take the 10 in the top.
Yeah, the 10 in the top corner. You might as well just take the side pockets right out of this game, because anything that's a 45-degree angle, they're not shooting at it.
Yeah. But it's not easy to get perfect for the 10 in the corner, so he might actually force himself to play for the side here, or come round.
Yeah, he might go to the other side.
Yeah, that's what he's done. That's terrible.
He didn't hit it.
Oh. Wow.
Well, he can. If the 7 goes, he can play that instead. That 10 is just as good as a break ball.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure if that 7 is. I'm guessing it's missing the side.
7 must not go.
The 7 goes. It's whether he missed the side pocket. I think it must be okay. Well, I've missed it. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
You could do a brisk business selling shafts around here this week. There's been a lot of.
Yeah, it's 163 to 110. Right, 166 maybe. 166. 166 to 111.
So Darren, that's not how your tip became broken, is it?
No, that's an old tip. But the ferrule
ferrule
was cracked, and I didn't know.
Yeah, but it's not from you whacking the table or anything.
No, but I should have smashed it in 20 pieces.
View of the crowd, you can see how packed out we are here. You can feel the buzz.
And JT doing his rounds. JT doing his rounds. Got the camera on me.
So what do we have for a score right now? 160 something?
Hang on.
165 to 111.
Well, you said this match will be over in 1.5 hours at the start.
Oh, it's your fault, Bob.
I didn't expect that there would be 45 innings.
You put the hoodoo on it.
But I guess.
Well, now it's a question, how much do you want it for Jayson? How much do you want it? How much is left in the tank? It's a tough game when you've got an heavy arm. And your arm gets heavy.
Right,
it's a very, very tough game.
You're playing with that 21-pound cue.
Yeah, might be feeling like 51 right now.
Well, these are games that champions win.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
they just persevere. It's easy to,
Yeah,
it's easy to win when you're playing great.
Big time, yeah.
It's pretty hard to win when you're not playing so great.
If Jayson wants to come back and win this match, it'll give him loads of confidence.
Yep.
A lot of character building.
He'll feel like he stole it, you know, which he did.
Nope, hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Yeah, a long way to go. It would be impressive if he wants to run the match out. Needs 90 ball run to run the match out. And where the match has been, it would be, it'll feel like 300 ball run.
Right.
But it looks like a table what you've got to really attack. If you bet 10 stiff on this table, it looks like the table's winning. But the guys who have played good on it, when they've really attacked the table, they've really overpowered the table. Let's say Earl in the previous match against John. I think the match before that was really good standard. The match with Torsten and Lowly Wen was a good standard. But the 2 or 3 matches what's been quite poor quality, they've been a bit timid, a little bit tentative.
Well, like you said, I mean, it's they haven't felt confident. That breeds the tentativeness.
I'm guessing he's going to leave the ball up there for to get on his break shot.
Yeah.
Not too sure about that shot, to be honest. Don't know why he's left that angle.
I don't know if this last ball is going to be the ball that's up table. That wouldn't be what I would like to do. But he's getting rid of these, you know, the ball's down table, so I don't know what else he can do.
He needs to play a good shot here. Yeah, that can go wrong. He just got there. Yeah, he didn't want to come short on that one.
Right.
Not easy to get perfect on this next ball. See, having to do a lot more with a cue ball than what he needed to. He might have just about got there. He recovered nicely there.
Yeah.
So your prediction of 175 to 200. It's going to be very close. It could be very close.
It could be.
Yeah, what's Earl on now?
Actually, that wasn't my prediction. It was somebody
okay.
on the streaming. And
yeah, Hill still needs 35 balls himself. I was thinking he was really closer. So, important break shot here for Jayson. He's missed about 2 of these, very similar to this. So hopefully he gets it right this time. Put more draw on it. Always tricky. But he's come out pretty good there. Got the 8 ball. And a good split as well there, Bob. Come out nice split. Got the 8 ball. And everything's laying pretty good.
Yep.
Jayson from Scotland, been in America now about 4 years, I guess. Connecticut. Was an English 8-ball star before he come to American pool. And quickly grown into the one of the best now. Sort of been dominating a lot in the US recently anyway. Been winning a lot of tournaments. I think he said he's won his last 5 tournaments he's played, so I think this is the one he wants. I think he'd swap any of them 5 for this one though. Yeah, this one would be a really nice feather in his cap.
Yeah.
It's always nice to win at multiple games as well. Really shows that he can play all the games. There's not too many people can play even 3 or 4 different disciplines to a world-class level, but Jayson's one of those guys what can, so that really shows his ability also to excel at all different games. And straight pull's good for your most games anyway, so if you're at home watching, straight pull's a great game to practice. Really helps your 8 ball and 9 ball.
It's the mother of all of them, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice game. I love practicing straight pull just because it's good for your concentration levels also.
Mm-hmm.
You've always got a goal. That's what I like with straight pull when you practice. You've always got a goal. You always want to try and beat your high run. And well, 9 ball can be a tough game to practice sometimes. Or let's say more boring.
I would agree. It's tough to practice.
Yeah. Very quiet though, this crowd. I was expecting like a really loud crowd, but well, obviously I think they're all like don't know what to do. And I know that both players are very popular in New York. Jayson lived here for a good while, and he comes to Steinway a lot. So they both have a lot of fans here.
Yep.
So I guess they're not sure who to shout for really, who to root for.
Yeah, I think they both have a pretty good fan base here.
Yeah. He just slowed his pace down a little bit, which I like. I like the speed he's playing now. Not too slow and not too quick. Just he knows he's not got too many more opportunities, so he knows that this is really maybe his last opportunity. So
yeah, he's making sure he makes the.
Yeah. Again, though, not perfect position, but as long as he puts a good stroke on, he'll be okay.
Well, it's a lot better than the last one. Probably the last 5.
Nice. One.
165 to 139.
And you can see on your screen there, if you're on the scoreboard, you can see Dennis Walsh and Billy. Great supporters of straight pull.
No, they can't see that. That's only in preview mode.
Oh.
That's what we're seeing.
I got it.
Just got away with that one. And they've come out pretty good as well because they've got a combination down there. So
there's Dennis and Bill Moropoulos and Bob Jewett.
Yeah, three great guys in the industry right there. Do a lot for pool, support the tournaments, and they also run the Derby City Classic, straight pool. And they eat. This week they've been eating 4 meals a day. I've never seen people eat so much.
What's their nickname again? The best men?
The three wise men.
Yeah, there's another name going around too.
Top men.
Top men, that's it.
Top men. Yeah, they'll be ready for dinner soon. At least he has a break ball. So he should really leave one of the 2 balls in the center of the table for the 10.
Yeah, those 3 balls on the rail are kind of ugly balls. He needs to do something about that.
And he's also tied up the 8-12 there, Bob. Which wasn't
That's
good.
what I mean. Those the 2, 8, and the 12 are kind of ugly balls. So they looks like he's going to go over to there now, right? Wouldn't you think?
It's dangerous. I
Yeah, I don't think
feel
it's
like
a
he's
good
putting
time
his
for
eggs
it,
in the baskets here. This could go wrong. Oh, come out good. Perfect.
You got away with that.
Yeah, that could have gone wrong right there.
Now, the way that the 3 top men have been eating is causing a bit of a panic. It's starting a rumor that there are food supplies problems in Illinois and California, and they've come here to escape the famine.
Yeah, I think they're having bets with their family to see how much weight they can put on.
Yeah, I like this. He's changing up and going to use the 8 ball as his break ball because it's a better ball anyway.
Yeah.
And it's on his side, so and there's more balls to set up with it. It's the right thing to do.
Wow, look at this. I'm hoping the 9 ball goes. It does.
I think the 7, but maybe not.
He's patting his back there. That was tight. I'm telling you, he left that really tight. Because that 9 ball didn't pass the 7 ball.
Right. I don't think the 9 does. I think the 7 was the only ball that goes.
Yeah, he just had a big sigh of relief.
I don't like this, though. I don't like this. I don't know.
The reason why
I
he
think
took it.
he had to because he was over the top.
Yeah, he didn't want to jack over the 9. So he should be okay, but it's not the way he wanted to go.
Right.
Well, sometimes you got to change your pattern to how you feel comfortable. As long as you leave an angle on the 2, that's not
You
brilliant.
got a little flat.
Yeah, that's what usually happens. It's a tricky one to pound in as well, Bob, because it's just slightly too much off the rail. You know what I mean? So he has to risk missing this wide, really.
Get that clean.
That was really nice.
That was good. So 153 it looks like to 165. 200, 175 is looking. And look, Jayson just ran 30 balls, right?
Yeah, I think under like 28.
Something like
Are
that.
you going out on a limb?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, sorry, he's on 43 ball run.
I like the guy that's shooting right now. He's at the table. Sure. He's shooting a break shot. He's only 40 balls away.
Well, let's see what happens off this break shot. Yeah, don't
Watch
scratch.
out.
He scratched a few times today. But that time he got one of the rolls that time. Because that could have easily gone in the corner. But probably due a roll there, to be fair. I mean, it wasn't a bad break. He just didn't catch the stack as good as he wanted to.
Right.
The table looks like, I don't know about the 11 down here. I don't know if he's breaking them now. I mean, that was dangerous, but that was great. I mean, that could have gone wrong, really, right?
Could have. I mean, splitting them, it's
little
kind
protection.
of.
You know, that ball going into the side there, right next to the 3 there.
Wow, don't get stuck down there. Sort of a situation in the match where nothing comes quite easy.
I mean,
keep working.
Just about any time you hit a ball, something could go wrong. But you got to play percentages.
Yeah, that was a good shot. He controlled that nicely. He's got options with a break shot, so just got to work out his right path now. That's a nice shot. Just clears up the table a lot there. He's got two. He's got a few break balls, but I'm guessing the
right.
I think the one, yeah, right or left's good. It depends if you like going into the middle of the stack or second ball down, I guess.
I like the stripe that's to the left of the 3 ball or 5 ball, whatever that ball is.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'd play also. I don't think he's decided himself yet which break ball he wants. I think he just needs to really start thinking about it now.
Yep.
I think it'll be the 10.
I think it'll be the 10.
The one on the right side of the rack?
No, the left. Is that the 10? Is that the 10 right there next to? In the middle of the 3 balls?
The 10's between?
Yeah.
Wow.
He could shoot that, but it's a little bit higher. I don't like it as much. A little bit further away, a little bit higher.
He's come well short here as well. But I mean, now he has to be taking this ball surely down here.
Oh boy.
It worked.
I think he's shooting the 12.
Yeah, you shoot the 12 to the 2 and down for the 7 to come out for the for the 10.
This can go wrong.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it.
That should have been his break ball. After what he's done, that should have been his break ball. But he's played that great. But you got to play it how you see it at the time, right? I mean, obviously, nothing's perfect right now.
Yep. Well, he's still shooting, and he's just taking the lead. So he only needs 2 racks.
Yeah, he wants to get the cue ball back to where it is now, at least. That's okay. Beautiful. That's amazing. I think he's took the lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
167.
167 to 165. Yep.
2 balls, isn't it? I still think there's another twist in this game, though.
Yeah.
My prediction is looking better all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's another twist, though. I think Earl's going to get one more opportunity. Let's see what he does when he does get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, got fortunate there. It wasn't terrible, but it could have gone wrong. I think a little bit of anxiety in that break. That worked out pretty good. All the heartbeats start. Now his heart will be starting to pump a little bit, thinking, "Oh, I'm back in this game. I'm winning."
Yeah.
So now all the mistakes he's made, he can't even remember them mistakes now. It's all gone now. He's just really focused on.
Yeah, he's comfortable
closing the match out now. And for that reason, you can see that on his face, like his demeanour just changed completely. Yeah, he's got that spring back in the step. He's got that little look. Now it's just holding yourself together and composing yourself, and make sure you play the patterns good, or as good as possible. And you got a great break ball there as well, the 8 ball. This will take him to 181, so he still needs a rack and a bit.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you get to like 187 and you just need that one rack. You ain't got to worry about a break shot.
Right.
But he's still got to negotiate 2 more break shots.
Yeah, that's when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Or most likely do.
Touch shot. Okay. Because it seems like with these side pockets, you can't even like just try and just like steal a little bit of the pocket. You gotta just bear down and hit them in the right in the heart of the centre pocket. On most tables, you can cheat the pocket a little bit to create more angle. Ooh. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, he needs a rack in a little bit.
But this is a big one. I mean, if he really gets a good break here, then he's going to be feeling really good. Because then you've got a great chance to win. If he gets a good split here, then he knows like he's all but there except for one little break shot. And this will take him to 195 if he doesn't negotiate the break. He's played that pretty well. So Wales hoping for a big mistake now. The balls are sort of loose, but nothing obviously passes to the left pocket except for the 7.
The 7, and he can hit the rest of the balls with that.
Yeah.
So I would think he goes there pretty quickly.
Well, I think the shot he just played, though, he didn't really play anything. He didn't really play position. I mean, because he don't want to. Because it would have been nice for him to leave the 11 ball over the pocket after playing the 7. But I think the shot he's just played, he didn't really play for a particular shot. You know what I mean? He's just played into an area,
right,
and not landed really ideal. But he's still got a lot of balls to work with. But it would have been nice for him to get on that 7 ball really early while the 11 ball's over the pocket, and really break them balls open.
But those balls are already
Yeah.
jumbled. They're gonna just split apart too.
He's left this a lot shorter than he wanted to, so he's got to bear down and make sure he makes it. But I mean, the chance of him not having a shot after this shot would be very slim.
Yeah,
but you never know. Like
it might go in the pocket.
Wow.
There's the September surprise you guys were talking about.
Darren, you had called that before. You said there's something in store yet.
I mean, I know he's unlucky to scratch, but he shouldn't have been able to scratch.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have allowed it to happen. Sorry. But it's still very unlucky to come through all that lot. And
yeah, I was unlucky for sure.
But he just come a little bit too short on the 7 ball. If he got like another 2 inches further up on the 7 ball, he wouldn't have scratched.
Right.
Because he could have punched into the stack then. He could have played like a punch shot. Well, incredible turnaround this is. I mean, I knew there'd be a twist somewhere. But I still think Jayson will come back to the table. That's my prediction. But we'll see.
Well, Earl immediately came to the table. He was complaining or commenting that all of a sudden people started talking when it was his turn, etc. He's going to not get into that. He's got to address the balls on the table, not the rail.
Yeah, it's just pressure, that is. Just looking for that excuse just in case he misses. a nice looking table, really.
Yeah, it's.
Everything's really nicely situated. Not to do too much with the cue ball.
Think you're more than 10 ball a little bit now?
Yeah. No, I'm in there.
You'll go top, yep.
So Darren, how come you don't use the 8-foot cues?
My arms are not long enough. I do for the break shot. It's good for the break shot. Yeah, it's not really for me. I mean, there's certain shots where it's good, like long shots and stuff like that, but if I feel, I'm not really a big fan of it. Well, 175, so he needs 2 racks. Earl needs two racks. But at least we got to the stage where the next mistake should be all over, if there is one. So I'm guessing they've both made about 8 mistakes each. I'd say 8 missed balls each, so probably a fair score with what we've got here. So, but Earl knows that he can't afford another mistake for sure.
Right, right.
I mean, if he does make a mistake and come back to the table, then I'll be very surprised. But Jayson still needs 16, so that could be a tricky number also.
Well, our prediction of this being a toss-up is 184, 175. Can't be much closer than that.
Yeah. Ooh, he needs a roll. I thought the cue ball was going to spin off the rail.
Yeah,
and
me
come
too.
behind the
Go
five.
down. If it did freeze up to the 5, wouldn't that be a nightmare?
Well, he would have gone nuts. Now it's pretty good, really.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple of balls he needs to negotiate. Nice.
You know, I don't think I hit that break shot so hard like you did
Yeah.
at this stage of the game.
Yeah, sometimes letting up is the worst thing you can do. So, so I think that.
Yeah, I think when you're under pressure, you tend to hit it harder anyway.
Go down swinging.
If you want to get the balls open.
Yeah, right. Get stuck.
It's hard to think sometimes. I mean, you can see Ellie's looking, and he's like, usually he sees the game very quickly. Yeah, that worked out great.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he doesn't just shoot that ball and nudge the 6 closer to the rail.
Yeah, that really opens it up.
And that would be perfect, you know, because he'd have that 5 ball, have the 6 for the key.
Yeah.
It'd be, how much better could it be, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely has to be the shot. Otherwise, he might be in a tricky situation there.
Yeah.
He leaves them 2 though.
Yep. Heard you.
Hey,
He's
heard
seen
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did hear you. Oh, that 6 ball might not be good though.
Well, he needed to hit it.
I think you shoot that 10 and you draw back just a hair and play that 12 down the corner.
If he got it.
I think he's got the window. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it looks like it goes.
Hold on, guys.
If it goes, he's shooting it.
Well, if it doesn't go, it's very careless, I know that. Because it looks like he could have gotten that ball, like you said.
Right.
And it was, obviously from where he was, it was a pretty easy window to find, but he didn't really come round and take a look. And obviously it must be tighter than what, obviously he's taking his time anyway. Yeah, it must go. And now he's got a decision to make. Because that 6 ball isn't good. It might have to be his break shot.
Well, he could just hit that 5 and nudge that 11 that he just hit. You know, try to bump that ball.
Yep.
Because that wouldn't be so bad from here.
doing some thinking, which is understandable.
Yeah, this is.
He wants to make
he
sure.
needs this rack and one more, so he'd like to get into the next rack really, really well.
Yeah, he's not really. He's not. I mean, now he's.
I mean, that
he's
6
a-
ball
he
is fine
can-
as a
he
break
can.
shot. Even though it's a little high, it's fine.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
shoot.
he-
You can't shoot that combination.
He's got to play the 5 and just float over
Yeah.
and play the 8.
Well, I think he can. I think he can hit that ball that's right on the dot, right on the head, the foot spot.
Yeah, but it's moving you away from that problem with the 13 there.
That's no problem. Either.
It's not really a
balls go
problem,
everywhere.
but you got an easy solution here.
But you don't have a great break shot. You know. You'd like to
Or do you
make it
play the
better.
5 and you try and bump over the 13 out of the rack and make a break shot on that side of the rack?
That's what I'm saying.
I think you just take your medicine and use a 6 as your break ball, right?
That's what I think.
That's
You could always do that anyway.
it's right
Yeah.
there in
Wouldn't
front
you
of
try
you.
to make it a little bit better? I would try to make that a little bit better right
I mean, he has to commit to whatever he's going to do.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just take the 6 and just make sure you get good on the 6. He only needs one more break, so
Yeah.
you don't want to do anything stupid now. He's got a lot of good balls to get on the 6 as well. He'll probably use a 7, maybe use a 7 or the 2. But you never know with Earl. I don't know what he's played there.
Well, it can be the 13 or whatever's on the spot.
Yeah, I think now he has to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have definitely left them 2 balls till the last, but maybe he did it. Maybe he just overrun the ball.
Hmm.
Didn't get shape on the 3 and the 13 the way he wanted to. He should be okay. This is going to take him to 189 to 184, so one break shot away, really.
This is perfect. Nice.
Perfect.
And this is a big shot of the all match right here.
Yep.
If he's come open, it's all over. Unless he gets, I mean, if he gets a shot, it should be
Right.
all over.
Right. You got to make it and have an opportunity.
Yeah, Jayson will be sick. There's no doubt about that if he loses this one. I mean, whoever loses is going to be sick.
Exactly.
That's right.
Even more so when you sort of think, oh, you've been unlucky. But when in a couple of days, I look back and think, oh, I had plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities.
But that scratch was, that's going to be a tough one to swallow. Ooh. Wow. That come out bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's got work to do here. A lot of work.
Oh, man.
The only shot I see is the side pocket 15.
Yeah,
and that's very tough.
Yeah, shooting over the ball and
Unless,
cutting into the pocket.
unless the 10 ball cuts, which I don't think
I
it
don't know
might
if
do.
it goes
but
by the 15, does it, or
Well,
the 11?
it goes by. Well, are you talking about for the side pocket or the?
No, the 10 in
Oh,
this
the-
corner.
Yeah.
10 going by the 11.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it does.
Yeah, he's shooting that.
Yeah.
That's the only ball. I'd be shooting the 10 ball over the 15. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, that's all going really tough.
This is a tough shot.
Yeah, it's
Very
real
tough shot. Because that 11 ball sort of like, even though.
I don't think that's a full pocket.
Yeah,
either.
I'm saying I think it's got 3/4 of the pocket, but it's weird how if that 11 ball wasn't there, it'd probably be sort of straight down and shoot it.
What happens to the cue ball if he goes for that shot?
He ain't worried about the cue ball. That's going to kiss something.
Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
to
it's
kiss the
good.
one right into the corner pocket.
The one? No,
Isn't that the one right there?
I think it's going to
Was
hit
that the 5?
14 first.
No, they're the
anyway.
one.
It's the one.
He'll probably hit the 14. Yeah, maybe he could hit the 14, hit the 1 and scratch in the corner that way. But
Yeah, good.
I mean, anything can happen.
It's
But
like that.
I won't be worrying about the cue ball so much.
It's going to come off hot.
He's looking at the side pocket. I mean, this is really tough.
Yeah, but I think that No, I'm not sure.
No, he was looking to see how much room there was for the 10 ball. So he's playing inside English. This is a tough shot.
Oh,
Very tough. And he knows it.
right.
Boy, oh boy.
And playing it with inside, of course, makes it even tougher.
Yeah.
Well, we have drama now. There's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I won't be playing no English on this. I'll just be playing it follow and just hit it nice and firm and just hope you make it. And I mean, you could play a carom, but that's suicidal.
But he's playing a
11 ball.
Carom.
Carom.
He was playing a carom.
I think he's going to opt to play the 15. I don't think he's going to play the 10. That's a tough shot in the side pocket, but he's got a reward if he makes this 15 ball.
But it's twice as tough because you
Sure
jacked over the
is.
5
He's
ball.
checked.
Yeah.
If you played on a diamond table, I agree with you.
I don't like this here. I think it's in too close quarters to play that shot. Carom into the 11.
The carom.
Wow.
I don't think that's. I mean, given the choices, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. I mean, if it's there, it's not a bad option to play the carom.
It's just that everything is bad.
He's playing the 10 ball.
Okay,
Here we
right.
go.
Watch the rock
He's
here.
playing with inside, too. It goes. Okay.
10 ball. You called the 2. Yeah. You called the 2.
He didn't hear it. Wait a
The
minute.
2.
He didn't hear it, though.
Are you going to cheat?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
God, how could I fucking do that?
He knows it's called the 2. But there you
How
go.
could you call it 2?
They should count against me.
Ah. Nobody wanted this to happen.
Oh, well. I don't know what to say.
We don't get involved, but
I said the 10.
You said 2.
But I said the 2.
You said 2. You said 2.
I heard him say
Manny, he said 2.
This is
wasn't-
absolutely the
there wasn't-
situation we didn't want to
There was
have
no
happen.
close to the.
hold on. Let's see what John Lehman had to say.
He called the 2, Mike. He called the 2. He called the 2.
Now I hear the crazy Irishman. Gary getting involved. He shouldn't get involved. He's
I'll
only a
tell you
spectator.
what. There's no spectator that should be involved in this.
No.
This is.
Okay, just
How could he be calling the 2? There is
No.
There's no shot on the 2.
It's obvious
look.
what he's shooting.
Well, we all
Well,
agree.
Earl did that once before, and he called the 15
Yes,
when he shot the wrong
yes,
ball.
that did happen.
And
The remedy,
and once before, I said that it was supposed to be a referee's call.
right?
There
There should be a referee.
calling out the
And
ball.
we've got only one table to deal with. We've got only one table to deal with. There should be a referee active on the table calling the shots.
We only
Exactly.
we only do a replay if the
Yeah.
tournament director asks for a replay. We do not get involved here. It looks like John Lehman's going to walk his way over towards the desk here at the booth. I don't want the players hanging around here if we're going to do it.
No, you just need to do a replay and see if we can hear him on the. Because it's too important to make a decision without seeing the replay.
It's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought at the end, he pointed towards the pocket with the 10 ball. When he went to play the 10 ball, I think before, I think he called the 10 ball. But
There'd be nobody that was saying that it was a 2 ball. That's crazy.
Al, you need to replay it to see if he's called it. It's too important situation.
I saw Earl and he called the mistake.
That's what I thought.
How can you call the ball?
Hello? Everybody, please! Quiet down! Thank you! Thank you!
Got drama here at Steinway. Incredible. It's one of the most craziest matches of all time. But we'll remember this for the rest of our lives, I know that. I'm just privileged that I was here in the booth with you, Bob, Gene. Incredible. Eh? I don't really want to comment on the situation until we see the replay, really. But, I mean, it's obvious which ball he was shooting, but if you have called the two, you've called the two. But, I mean, it's obvious which ball he's shooting at.
Everybody stop.
I mean, it is a call shot game, so it's a grey area, really.
People saying he's calling the two. Other people are telling me that 10 was the obvious shot. He couldn't be playing the two. Okay? The problem here is, Earl, if you called the two, you must play the two. You can't call one ball, play another ball that's obvious.
But it was obvious.
Again, don't interrupt me, please. Okay? Al is going to play it back for me. I'm going to go view what I did not see because I was over there getting ready for the next match. I will be right back.
You need the volume up.
I can jump up any time you say you didn't call. Okay. You didn't call. You didn't call nobody.
Hey, listen! I told you all to sit, okay? Because what I will do is come out and just disqualify somebody if you're not going to sit and allow me to make a decision. All right? Plain and simple.
Already called it once in the game, so you can't deny me. Can't deny me. You did it once in the month, so you finished it away.
Yeah, but I was making it happen. Jason, I think you had that. I wouldn't take that.
Guys, I need quiet, please. Please, I seriously need quiet. Thank you.
You probably won by now.
All right, folks, we're back. We did a replay for John Lehman. We're just waiting for the decision of John Lehman. I believe he's off to the side discussing with Charlie Williams. And the issues actually they're discussing it between numerous tournament directors and referees. Apparently, the 10 ball was cut in. We all saw it. Earl made a mistake during this match in the beginning and called the wrong ball, and the call went against him. In this particular shot, Jason Shore is saying that Earl called the 2 ball and cut the 10 ball. John Lehman just reviewed the replay, and they're off to the side discussing things. Out of our hands, it's in the hands of the tournament directors and referees. There's not going to be one happy camper here, I can tell you that much. What do you think, Daz?
I think it's obvious which pocket has played the ball, right? But if he has called the 2 ball, then it's a problem. The reason why, because earlier in the match, exactly the same situation, Earl made a different ball, which was obvious which he was shooting at, but he called a different numbered ball.
Sure did.
And he lost his turn because of that.
Yeah.
So where do you go with it? I mean, if you've done it once, you've got to do it again, because you can't change a rule because it's a situation.
The only thing is, if he did call the 2 ball instead of the 10 ball, I personally didn't hear him.
Yeah,
obviously, the referee at the table didn't hear him.
But he's obviously has called something
So
for them to be jumping up.
Yeah, during the replay, John Lehman.
He's obviously called the 2 ball at some point for them to be jumping up.
Go ahead, Doc. Give us your input.
I'm just going to say that it was obvious he shot the 10 ball. Yeah. No question about it. Yeah. Somebody says, I'm shooting the 10 ball. Can you distinguish if somebody mumbles it and you think it says the 2? I don't like it. I don't like it because it's a
strange one.
I certainly don't think that.
But he had made the mistake earlier in the match.
Yeah, and it clearly went against him. But this one, we don't even know what he called.
Right. Well, you know what? We do have scorekeepers. We have Bob Jewett. We have Bill Maropoulos. We have Dennis Walsh.
What I will say is that Earl gave me the impression that he did call it. On his initial reaction, it's like, oh, what have I done?
On his initial,
and that's what he said. He says, what have I done?
Right. I don't think he was really sure, though, Darren.
Why would I do that? I mean,
do you think he was really sure about that?
It's obvious which ball he was shooting.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, Bob Jewett's on the side with the referees, Charlie Williams, tournament director, and they're just discussing.
But it's like, cost have done it once. If he has called the 2, which I don't know if he has, then for me, you've got to go what happened the first time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I have to agree with you.
Even 110%. I disagree with it, you have to be consistent.
No. Look,
and stick to the rule.
That's right. One rule is a rule, and if you do call the wrong ball and pocket another ball, it's definitely a bad shot.
It doesn't matter if it's 10 2-in points or 199.
Well, obviously, if he called the 2 ball and the 10 ball didn't go in, the 2 went in, he's going to say I called the 2. So you got to stick to the rules.
Which could have easily happened.
Yeah, right. I seen that 2 ball laying in that pack there.
Yeah, it could have easily happened.
Well, it's under scrutiny, and the referee
and
is now.
He did that, and the 2 ball did go in by mistake.
Right.
He could argue, well, I called the 2 ball.
Here comes,
and then there's a big storm.
I do understand what you're saying.
Here comes the decision.
But
let's listen in.
And this is why I get paid so much money. Because I am about to make one set of people very happy and one set of people extremely mad. So, I chose to review the videotape to see whether a shot was clearly called and a ball was clearly made. Upon review of the videotape, it is quite clear from the videotape and quite clear that everybody who was commentating on the video at the stream was of the exact same opinion. My referee, who is sitting here, told me the first thing when I asked him, he was under the same opinion as to what was happening on the table. Okay? With that said, the clear shot on the table was the 10 in the corner. I cannot hear any call at all on the tape because there are commentators talking over a lot of the stuff, so the background noise is kind of distant from everything. My referee is viewing the shot as played on the 10. There is one side that is yelling. He clearly called the 2. Hearsay. Other side saying they're not sure. And here is the call. Shot goes to the shooter.
Jayson Shore sticking out his hand and saying, Earl, you got the match. The match is now over, and Earl Strickland comes out on top of that one with that call, and Jayson clearly doesn't like it.
Listen, you done it once in the game and they gave me a foul, so why is it any fucking different? Any fucking different?
He's right.
You already got one foul in the game because you done it and you done it again, and now they give it to you. It's bad fucking news.
No, I would have given you that.
You called the
I
wrong
would have
ball.
never
What's the
taken that
rules?
shot.
What's the rules? You have to call your
I
balls.
would have
Am I
never
right?
taken that shot on you. If you made a shot like
Call
that.
the wrong ball.
You called the wrong ball. You cheated. It's simple as that.
I ain't
Plain
no
and
cheater.
clear. About 10 people heard
Bullshit.
you calling it. You cheated. Enjoy it.
Well, he's the one that's out of control.
I'm not. They already gave me a foul because you've done it already, and now they give you the foul when you do it again. How is that possible? It doesn't make any sense. Why give me?
You're the one that's overreacting.
Why give me it one time and then give you? See, it's just bad. I'll never play in one of your events ever again.
Over here is cheating.
Never again.
The only way they can fucking win. The only way they can beat it. The only way they can beat it.
Well, we expected drama.
Well, it's a shame it had to come to that, but
Very sad ending. Very sad ending.
I do agree with the decision.
I hate to say it really because it's really on a sad note that Earl is going to get the win as Jayson shook his hand to say, Earl, you got it, because the call went against Jayson. I would have loved to see the match played with no drama involved.
But you know what, Al? First of all, they had the previous thing, and Earl just said an important thing here, is that if it were me that you called the wrong ball on,
right,
and I knew you were shooting at that, I'd have let you have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
But you know something, Doc?
I understand
know your
rules are
sportsmanship,
rules and all
right.
that stuff.
I know your sportsmanship.
I understand all that, but I'm going to say one more thing.
Rule.
You know, when this game was designed to have a referee calling balls for you, and that's, you know, it clears up all this stuff. Anyway, that would clear up all this stuff.
Folks, I have to end the recording on that note. Sad to say, Jayson.